Let's go! Get on up! Get on up! It's the news time! Get on up! Get on up! Get on up! Like that back beat.
National anthem.
Dude, I shit my pants. I couldn't find my fucking thing. I couldn't find my USB drive. Why is it not doing that? Blah? Okay, there we go. I couldn't find my USB drive with all my assets, so I'm like, fuck. Well, thank God I already rendered the fucking video. Holy shit. Or not the whole video, just like a part of it. I got like a part. I got a chunk of it done. So I had to run to the fucking store and get another one and move all the other assets onto it. Garbage song? What are you talking about? Fucking thing is good. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Jet Set Radio mashup. Good. Dude, it's been so it feels like it's been like fucking ages since I've streamed. What am I doing? Oh yeah, Toastify video. I feel like since I didn't watch his fucking Spockter video, I might as well watch that too.
Through the video was good.
Well, I watched it, but like I didn't watch it on stream. And it's a good I think it's a good refresher, like just to like just in case if I'm missing details. Sup. That was ear rape. We'll just turn the I'm trying to just turn the volume down. Okay? Because I notice when I'm watching other people's bullshit, the volume, I mean, is it really that fucking loud? I notice like the volume is like way fucking like way louder when I'm watching back my other shit. I'm like, fuck, the audio's messed up. I'll do it like 5 decibels lower. There you go. What's the paperclip thing about? What do you mean? Oh, no, my USB drive. Wait, what do you mean paperclip? What? So why is the chat so fucking huge? Jesus. Right, Ponda. Our first sprocket. Our first Spockter. Fuck. Spockter. Wow. What do I even want to play in the background, dude? Dude, his shit is getting so much better. Like, I feel like I have the same mentality when I'm making videos. It's like I'm always like experimenting and trying to make things flashy more. Although obviously I'm way more amateur, but still.
Art Commentary Community, or ACC, will tell you it was always a hectic mess. This online collective of artists critiquing each other for their art had spiraled out of control over the years. The pockets of infighting between these creators...
The paperclip shit is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be the whatchamacallit. Fuck. It's supposed to be like, oh, we want user experiences to be better or something like that. It's like a fucking whatchamacallit, advocacy fucking whatever.
Lasted for so long that by the end, it left barely anyone standing. Most of the viewers couldn't even remember why it had begun.
Oh, it's loud.
You could say that this was all predictable, but it was easy to lose focus in a swirling mess of videos and claims thrown back and forth. The calm voices of reason seemed to be a breath of fresh air, and one of them was Spoctor. Also known as Spoctor Tech, for many years, Spoctor's channel was a living success story. What began as a young artist poking fun at others had transformed into a pillar stone for his community. Between these two events were a flurry of devastating allegations that became infamous due to their scale.
Dude, it's so fucking crazy how... Oh my god, I really wish I watched this shit earlier on stream. It is so fucking insane how disgusting Ponder's involvement with this fucking drama is. Oh my god, it's so much worse than anybody ever thought. Fuck me, right? And it's like, sure, Spoctor did face like false-ish allegations at the start. I can't remember. I need to pay attention to this detail because I don't know if Spooter came out earlier. That's the part that I'm really looking for. I don't know if Spooter came out earlier. How's vacation? Dude, it was hot as fuck, and there was like no Wi-Fi. Like the Wi-Fi was so fucking shit. And I was stuck playing on my shitty little Switch during downtime when I wanted to watch streams and whatnot. But I mean, it was cool. Dominican Republic's pretty sick. But yeah. Dude, I hate Ponder now more than ever before.
And how vindictive the accusers turned out to be. The clearing of those allegations became somewhat of a gold standard in the community for years to come. And from then onwards, Spoctor changed his content and tried to be—
Oh my god, dude. This is gonna come up. Wait, I don't want to say it now because I know I'm gonna repeat it.
more neutral. He took a far more thoughtful and considerate view towards his subjects, something rarely seen in the ACC at all. But Spoctor's presentation of himself became more and more dubious, and unbeknownst to almost everyone,
like
he was
boobious.
hiding a secret reminiscent of his past. When others called his nature into question, it was only a matter of time until that secret was finally revealed. Those who have paid attention to Spoctor's story remember it as somewhat of a tragedy that came out of nowhere. Yet, throughout his career, there always seemed to be hints of what was going on. A man not exactly—
Like, the gist that I'm getting is like this guy was basically like Toasty Vanilla. Like, it's like a fucking sex pest who could not keep his dick in his pants. And like, fuck, like, well, here's the thing. There was only a 3-year age gap between him and Spooter, but the fact that he was like actively like manipulating and fucking like, dude, it was so fucking disgusting. He was like actively like fucking maliciously trying to manipulate and keep her to shut up. And so people don't fucking notice that like, oh wait, you're like still like talking and soliciting this fucking child well past the age of 18, something that you have lied about not doing. And just being a deceptive little shit. Like, so why the fuck should anybody believe that you deleted the fucking child porn on your fucking hard drive? Why should anybody believe that?
As, yet still insulated by his reputation.
Yo, Sam. Yo, what's up, Skeeter?
Despite being pretty open about his emotions later down the line, Spoctor has never given us much insight into his early life. We know he was born April 10th, 2001, and for a long time his channel's About section only read saying he was an animation enthusiast, huge raptor lover. We're also aware he has ADHD and would later become a furry, maybe influenced by his online activity. Spoctor first
where it all went
began
wrong.
posting to YouTube under the name of Spatic Tech, as early as 2013. Don't get your hopes up though, these aren't much but mere videos of speed paints. It wasn't until late 2016 that he began posting more critical videos on his new channel, Spoctor Theory.
First thing that I'd like to address is that people think that this kind of shit is comedy. Now, if you ask me,
Never
I
Sue is
didn't
boring.
find
Hell
something
no.
about going to someone's character and telling them that it absolutely looks like complete shit.
Spokter's videos came from platforms like DeviantArt, and the rants that those creators would make on each other. For a couple of months, he didn't see much, but his big break was from an arising community at that time known as the animation meme community. This was a new generation of online artists who posted animations based on short clips and
it is actually so fucking insane, like, how much, like, just the art drama, not even art drama, just like the art YouTube sphere is so intertwined and interconnected with all the dipshit fucking retarded drama. Like Doodle Tones ties to Heaton and Ponder, which are more or less ACC. Then that ties to fucking Spokter, which is like commentary, like almost like anti-ACC like commentary. I mean, he was technically slideshow commentary, but he was like a different genre of it. And then that ties into the Birdie and fucking Cinny Bear shit, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Holy fuck.
music. And as they were all
So
pretty
fucking
young,
retarded.
it's obvious that bad videos and pointless drama would happen.
Insane.
Spokter's coverage was the perfect whirlwind, and these videos would launch his career into stardom. Even at this point, his takes appeared to be a lot more measured on serious topics, a pretty good sign for a 15-year-old, although he was still hiding behind a
Voice filter.
either for anonymity or to sound tough. Don't know which one.
The no square meme shows a character with a square or rectangle around their genital area.
Yeah, but
Sup?
if you pay attention to what they're saying, it obviously doesn't promote sexual. It's telling them to not let people touch them there. I mean, it's still a joke and it's taken lightheartedly. But if you take away the
great
jokes
commentary,
behind it,
bro.
the actual message in the
White
lyrics
boy?
is
Yeah,
legit.
you wish.
Even whilst blowing up off this drama, Spokter didn't immediately cash in. He would often provide a variety of content, including gaming and videos about general art issues. But let's not sugarcoat it, he was still cheaply making fun of kids. Nothing out of the ordinary for that time, but it was his biggest series.
Yeah, nothing
Rather
out of the
than-
ordinary, but we sure as shit are going to... not we, but like the fucking community sure as shit really loved acting like they were fucking above it.
Videos was its name,
Fumbled it,
and he would
Barry.
make very surface-level critiques on videos made by children. His audience would then rip apart these subjects in their comment section. Within a year, Spokter had gathered a very
Oh, man,
respectable
Spokter.
subscriber count.
I'm only watching this because like I've already kind of watched it. It's been like a couple weeks since I've watched it, so I'm doing it to refresh my mind. Plus, I never watched it on stream.
of around 70,000. Even at the age of
He
around
still goes to
16,
Furrycons?
he
Not
gained a pretty
shocking.
loyal fan base, and a community of like-minded ranters had opened up around
Because I feel
him.
like even in the furry community, they probably wouldn't know who the fuck Spokter is. Like they wouldn't know what this fucking ranted fucking dipshit fucking weirdo creep did. So I mean, it makes sense that he would be hiding in the furry community.
One of them was a very early friend known as the Names Junkie. Junkie was one of Spokter's oldest friends and actually preceded him in his style of rant videos. Spokter would also befriend Feghost, a pretty good editor for the time, known
Yeah?
for his series Animation Memes Without Music. Outside of those two, Spokter had connections with a lot of other creators around the whole space. On April 10th, 2018, Spokter reached his 17th birthday. 8 days later, his career was in ruins.
Did warn a friend of mine.
It was
He's-
on that
I mean, he would be fucking retarded as fuck to continue using the fucking Raptor Sona because it would be very easy to fucking spot him out. But if he was smart, he would he's probably using like a completely different Sona or whatever the fuck. So it's gonna be like very. I mean, kind of know what he fucking looks like at least, right? But yeah, you can only hope.
fateful day of April 18th, the two major videos were released about Spokter, both with the same title,
using a different
a
Sona, yeah, I
warning,
figured.
stay away from Spokter theory. The video with the most evidence was posted by Atare, another up-and-coming ranter whose videos were far more focused on art than drama. The other video was from a former friend of Spokter's, who was once within
I
his
know
inner friend
you
circle.
sent. First of all, he's not a fucking child groomer, and plus he's banned too, right? Okay, dude. Now you want me now? Do I have to go over it, dude? It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking retarded, dude. Okay, so Skeeter, like you, this fucking person joined the fucking Discord server. And in their profile, they said that they were. I really wish I would have fucking caught this. I should have fucking read the bio. But they joined the server saying that they were born in 2001. They had a bio that said they were fucking 30 years old. And then they're in DMs with this Kirito person saying that they're 17. And Kirito, just kind of still was being like kind of flirty after that was disclosed. he had told me that he's like, well, his bio said 30. I'm like, okay, dude, like, fuck off. You're stupid. You're fucking retarded. And like, I would ban him for that alone. It's just like, dude, you're a fucking creep. Honestly, not a groomer, but a fucking creep. But also, like, as soon as he told you you were 17, why the fuck did you not tell any moderators or told me so I could fucking ban him? Because obviously, lying about his fucking age and shit. So also, you're getting banned from the fucking chat too. You're fucking retarded. So fucking stupid, dude. Out of nowhere, just out of nowhere, this spurgy ass drama happened like literally yesterday. Fucking stupid. Have we told him that? It's so fucking retarded.
Circles. Her name was Pentagrin. Pentagrin was certainly the more
Well,
interesting
it's
of the
dealt
two.
with. Both
Her
of you are
channel was
fucking
much
banned.
smaller than most, and her content wasn't the best. But her respect came from how friendly and understanding she was with other creators. That was what made her career.
Oh, you
and
did?
That was what
Okay,
made people
okay.
stand up when she and Atari were cutting ties with Spoctor. Atari and Pentagrin's videos levied 3 main allegations against Spoctor. They first showed some sexual DMs that Spoctor had only a month prior, with an anonymous girl only described as a young teenager.
Wait. So is this Spooter? Hold on. This is kind of important. Did Spooter come out before?
Had only a month prior,
I can't tell, bro.
with an anonymous girl only described as a young teenager. The girl claims Spoctor was
Well,
trying to get her...
no, it can't be Spooter because fucking Pentagrin and fucking stories. They didn't. They had the stories, or not the stories. They had the Spooter shit, but they completely like threw it out because for some fucking retarded reason. Like I don't know. It's really stupid. Like Pentagram and stories is like the big fucking reason why Spoctor got away with his fucking dumbass fucking creepy shit for so fucking long. And also Ponder.
to hide her relationship with him
Spooter's
from
a
her
13,
boyfriend.
okay.
And in the DM, she said she was uncomfortable, yet he did not stop. Spoctor asked nudes from this girl and sent nudes of himself to her. The next
Like that
allegation
sounds
came from his
that
ex-girlfriend.
sounds like Spooter. So I was thinking like, did Spooter come out during this time or like did that happen afterwards? But I think it happened afterwards, right? I never liked Ponder. I didn't know enough about Ponder at the time. I'm still very new to the ACC bullshit. I only started familiarizing myself around March. But even at the time, like I saw people like Chris giving Ponder a lot of shit, and I just didn't know enough about it to like have a strong opinion. But like I'm so glad that I held off and just waited for, you know, the whole thing to come out, because I didn't know why people didn't like Ponder. I didn't know anything about her, but
who said that Spoctor had
Who the fuck
also
is
ignored her
Ponder?
discomfort
Bro.
and falsely claimed
I don't know
blackmail.
where the
She also claimed that Spoctor had said
You'll,
inappropriate
we'll watch Toastify's second follow-up video. He goes into who Ponder is, so at least you'll have that.
things to 13-year-olds. Pentagrin also brought up a related allegation of Spoctor being weird around a 12-year-old. The final set of allegations concerned Spoctor's public behavior. Spoctor had been promoting NSFW artwork and contests, despite never disclosing he was still a minor at the time. This was an issue because it could have had repercussions for the adults unknowingly participating in sending NSFW to a
Yeah. Ponder okay, I just fucking read that response. Ponder currently has a response in the works. Yeah, like, dude, in the works. You've had like how long? Like fucking like 4 months. 4 months and nothing. Now it's in the works. Oh, but now it's in the works, dude. Here's my. It's not even a schizo conspiracy. It's more or less like a speculation. Here's my speculation. This fucking apology is never gonna come out, and Ponder is just going to try and wait it out. She's just gonna try and wait it out. Cause like her thing, I do remember her saying like, I'm going to try and get better and then that's when I'll make the response. And like, you're gonna wait to get better then respond, motherfucker? What? Like, what's the time frame on that? When do you plan on getting better? Like, so stupid. She nuked all of her videos defending Spoctor after Toastify's video, after his fucking video. So stupid, bro. After she's been rightfully getting shit for like the past few weeks, but now she deletes it after fucking Toastify's video. What a fucking bitch. Coward fucking bitch. Waits until the very last minute. And she only did that. No, she only did that because fucking Toastify pointed out that she's still liking comments on her fucking Spoctor videos, praising the fucking video, right? She only deleted it because of that, dude. Fuck this two-faced fucking bitch. God. She sucks. Everything. God, the more I learn about shit she's fucking doing, the more I'm like, wow, you're fucking shisty. Wow, you're shady. Wow, you're kind of a fucking cowardly cunt, loser, fucker, bitch. Fuck.
Minor. There was also a claim of Spoctor not paying his artists and trying to intimidate an art thief on DeviantArt. Pentagon's video was much shorter than Atari's, but it didn't matter if it was.
Like his
This
fifth
system of
ACC,
sword and shield was
but-
pretty effective. Atari was the sword with all the evidence,
What a
and Pentagon
frick.
was the shield as a former friend of Spock-
Wait. You think the guy in the server was fucking what's I can't Tommy? You think that was Tommy again? Dude, this fucking guy, he's gonna like cut my face off and wear it as a mask. Holy shit, such a fucking weirdo.
endorsing the allegations meant a lot. Both videos outright stated that Spoctor was a legitimate threat,
Tiger
a
dude?
groomer,
No, I don't think
and a
it's
sexual
Tiger.
predator. Another thing that helped was that both videos seemed to allude to this not being the end of the allegations. Atari said there were 5 other people who came forward. Pentagon upped that number to more than
Wait, why is it
7.
most likely
Both videos
Tiger?
quickly spread like wildfire throughout the art community, with several people coming out in support. Within a few hours, Spoctor posted a statement to his channel, in which he conceded to all the allegations made against him. He makes a few defenses, saying his actions were an accident and driven by hormones and irresponsible impulses.
No, I know who
Yet
Tiger
the 1 HP
is, but-
voice wasn't alleviating much of the damage.
And I didn't see that when talking to these people. I put them in this situation
Well,
where
he's
it's like,
fucking banned.
if I don't do what he's asking, he's not gonna like me. And I look up to this guy, so I should do what he's saying.
Within a few hours of the apologies upload, the like to dislike ratio was around 50%, and people were unsubscribing en masse. To make things worse, the parties behind the scenes who had remained anonymous were unhappy with Spoctor's apology and decided to come out. The first of them was Spoctor's ex-girlfriend Ghosty, who made videos showing a lot more evidence than she had before. Not many new claims were made here, but some of this evidence meant a lot more than it had before. The real nuke was just after, when the anonymous young
Trying to intimidate
teenager
them.
came out and showed a few more DMs. The evidence, though, was not the eye catcher,
The
it was
mentally
her
challenged zombie
identity.
person.
The anonymous girl was known as Stories, another somewhat known ranter in the community who had claimed multiple times publicly that she was only 8 years old. To the audience, this added such a darker undertone to the entire situation. Stories' video showed her
It's
scrolling
just-
through her DMs of Spoctor,
Like Toastify's gonna get into it, but it's like I cannot fucking believe that. Like, this was like the perfect storm for Spoctor to get. He got away with it for so fucking long because like the right pieces fell into place. Right, you had Stories and Pentagon who completely fucked the entire thing because they wanted clout off of this bullshit. Then you had the mentally unstable actual victim, who was like fucking 13 years old, and Spoctor was like 16 or 17. And that story got pushed down because of Pentagram and Stories. And then Ponder is such a fucking demented freak that she can't concede that she was wrong to defend Spoctor, or not even wrong to defend Spoctor, but that there is now new allegations that make him a shitty person, and she just couldn't walk it back. She had so much ego tied to that Spoctor video. She couldn't walk it back. She just kind of sat there and just let whatever happen because she's a fucking coward. She can't fucking do the right thing. Stupid. Does it deserve this slander? Oh. So fucking
showing
bad.
new DMs that added to the fact that she was uncomfortable. And to remind you, Spoctor had sent her nudes and asked for some back. Over the next few days, many people came out to make their own videos, jumping on the trend and reiterating the allegations.
Also, I can't believe like no one pointed this out too. Like, sure, she says she's 8 years old, and in the DM chats, like Stories is like openly like she says that she's 8 years old. She's obviously not, but she says she's openly 8 years old. Like, so Spoctor is talking to this person under the impression that they're 8 fucking years old, and he's asking for nudes. Like, I know she's not 8. Dude. Fucking, but yeah, I just dude, I fucking. I don't know why nobody pointed that out. It's fucking shit so crazy. Ponder's take was that it's illegal for 16-year-olds, or it's illegal for 16-year-olds and 12-year-olds to have sexually explicit, jokey conversations. It's technically like sexual conversations. Like, I think technically it is, but obviously like nobody would encourage that. Anybody with a fucking brain would like not encourage that and be like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Right? If you're a minor, you shouldn't be engaging sexually with fucking random people online who tell you that they're within the same age bracket or whatever. Which by the 12 and 16 is not the same fucking age bracket, but either fucking way. Let's say even if it fucking was, even if let's bump it up to like 14 and 16. That's generally like the same age bracket, right? You shouldn't be encouraging that. You shouldn't be like, well, hold on, Spockter is a fucking dipshit for doing this. Right, but that was never said in the fucking video. That was more like, oh my god, it's so normal, guys. It's so normal for 17-year-olds to talk sexually to 12-year-olds and try to solicit child porn from people he thinks is 8 years old. That's normal. That's totally normal.
Against
Fucking
Spockter.
retarded,
It's
dumbass
unknown how many
cunts.
subscribers he lost exactly during these days, but we can make an estimated guess that it was over 10,000. The videos against Spockter began to rack up hundreds of thousands of views, and he received all the hate in the world for being this abusive, disgusting pedophile. But something
Which he pretty much was.
wasn't right.
Because here's the thing. I would say Spockter is a pedophile because I have no idea why the fuck you would hold on to nude images of a 13-year-old on your hard drive, like well into your early adulthood. Why? What's the point? What's the point of doing that? And that he was actively soliciting nudes from this minor past the age of 18. Like, are you fucking insane? Are you a crazy person? Like, dude. No, yeah, like, I mean, like, tactically it's an ephebophile, whatever the fuck. Pedophile, ephebophile, whatever the fuck, dude. Like, you're a fucking freak. You are a freak. To beat is me, obviously, yeah. It's fucking stupid.
Whilst the allegations against Spockter seemed damning on paper, there were issues. For one, no one who people took seriously believed Stories was 8. She'd claimed she was 8, but everyone apart from her fans and Pentagram wasn't buying that. Her content and how she acted was very unfamiliar to an 8-year-old. And I mean, of course, how on earth is an 8-year-old gonna be in the community making drama content and gaining a few thousand subscribers? There have been cases where very young people have managed to get a following whilst being critical of others. The best example would be LT Corbis or Soph, who was only around 11 to 12 when she started blowing up on YouTube. But 8 years old is such an insane jump. Stories did not act like an 8-year-old. Repeated references to stuff she experienced a few years.
No, you're thinking there was two. There was the first VC with Peaches and Lio, where he was more or less asked about his video. What the fuck? Okay. He was more or less asked about his video. About some unrelated drama. Had nothing to do with his allegations. More or less him being like ableist or mean or whatever the fuck, right? And that's when he laughed it off, right? But then I think afterwards it was revealed that they had heard something about those previous allegations, and that's when he started fucking shitting himself and like went into the second VC and started like fucking bending the knee and like begging for forgiveness and whatnot.
Years back, when she would have been like 4. Most of the adults suspected that
And that had happened, fuck. That wasn't long ago. That was like recent. That recently happened. Like back when Peaches and Lio were a thing. So like not super long ago, like a year and a half ago or like 2 years ago. Which was more or less the start of like, you know, the truth about Spockter's whole bullshit coming out.
she was in reality around 13 to 14 years old. But it's absurd that anyone believed an 8-year-old could be an actual public figure like this. And it won't surprise you to know that it was later revealed as a lie. You'd think if Stories was actually 8 years old, the main accusers would be stressing the fuck out of that point. And there was never a DM shown of her saying that she was 8 to Spockter. With Ghosty, the DM she showed said that her and Spock—
Well, but she was publicly, like, apparently all of her fans knew. Like, this person had tens of thousands of subscribers, like 30-something thousand subscribers, right? And this person was, like, openly, like, saying that they were 8 years old or some shit. Like, but Spockter was talking to this person. Like, sure, the age was never disclosed in the chat, but he's talking to, like, a fellow popular content creator. Like, his impressions has to be like she is 8 years old. So he's like talking to this fucking person with the impression and understanding that she is 8 years old. I again, it's not concrete. I am technically being speculative, but like, dude, like, you mean to tell me that you didn't think she was 8 years? She was saying that she was 8 years old. She was publicly about that, right? Now, whether or not it's believable or not, maybe he didn't believe it, but why the fuck would you ever risk it? Why would you ever fucking risk it? Insane.
Were 14 and 16 respectively, which is nowhere near enough to claim grooming or pedophilia.
Like, sure, it's not
The
likely
claims
that
in
she's
general
8,
were incredibly unreliable.
but you don't know
on
for
first
sure,
look.
so why the
main
fuck?
thing the accuser stressed was discomfort. Yet in the screenshots,
Video on
barely any
Jar?
of that comes across.
Nice.
It's mostly just sexual DMs sent by Spoctor, and in some
Wait, June already released his documentary on fucking Jar. What do you mean? Didn't he? Is he releasing a follow-up? But yeah, Cartoon She. I mean, maybe we'll watch. Like, I was thinking of like, do I watch Jar's video on Ponder? It feels so fucking useless. It feels so worthless, right? Because he adds nothing. He adds fucking nothing to the conversation and just plays Akuma's greatest hits. Like, that's what the video is. It's so fucking useless. So yeah, I might watch Cartoon She's video on Jar's.
instances, these people
On
reciprocate
second
to him.
one,
When you
second
consider
one.
the allegation of
Lol.
discomfort, showing only one person's side of it is incredible cutting of context. And of the time where it was shown, it seemed like there was something more to it. When stories claim she was uncomfortable 3 times, Spoctor's responses were never shown at all, and she seems to be happy in the following DM. The other claims attached range from total hearsay statements with no evidence or reputable name attached
Oh,
to
okay.
them.
So wait, was he asking for nudes or was he not asking for nudes? Fuck, I probably should be not playing a game and actually reading the DMs. But I feel like, nah, I mean nobody really pointed that out when I was watching them watch this fucking video. Nobody was like really pointing it out. So I mean maybe it wasn't.
To
Just a
outright
clanker, yeah.
falsehoods. With the NSFW art contest, Spoctor had specifically clarified that he didn't want anything explicit or overtly lewd. So it wasn't really NSFW then, was it? It took a few days, but some of the bigger creators began to question the allegations against Spoctor. These included PK Russell, Manga Carmen, and Just a Robot. But it really started with
Lol.
Ponder Sprocket, who up until this point was a relatively unknown art YouTuber. Her video was vital in actually establishing the suspicion against these allegations, and she also talked to the artists who Spoctor accused of not paying. Ponder went deep into this wave of videos, going after everyone and debunking their points one by one.
Debunk.
Even the little kids who filmed their paper drawings as visuals. Regardless, there were now some serious questions towards the,
The most
serious
important-
claims against Spoctor.
The most important narratives to shut down are the fucking 10-year-olds who are commenting about this situation with their fucking like paper cutout drawings, like to their 200 viewers. That's so glad we have Ponder Sprocket to bring attention to this. Holy fuck, dude.
by bigger YouTubers. They gave Spoctor a lifeline of sorts, and he began to talk. He came in contact with PK Russell and showed him the real DMs behind this very one-sided presentation by Stories. The real truth showed him being far more considerate towards Stories' discomfort and backing away. Spoctor would then come back to the public and retract his apology, showing that Stories was much more willing to engage
Dude,
with
but
him.
that's so like, okay, so that's another suspicious detail. Why the fuck would you ever admit to everything? Like, sure, okay, so she was cutting out context, like at least Stories was like cutting out context. But like the other DMs and screenshots, I feel like maybe there might have been something to that, right? Maybe. I don't know why the fuck you would ever admit. It's so fucking crazy. I mean, how old, to be fair? I mean, how old was he? He was like fucking like 17 around this time or some shit. Was he not? I don't know, bro. Because he's retarded? Yeah, probably.
Than she had let on. He also stated that Stories was actually 14 years old. Right before our eyes, it looked like these allegations were coming apart of the threads. But Stories and Pentagon still tried to claim it was all victim blaming. Meanwhile, Atari at this point had seen the light and apologized after Ponder's first video came out. She rescinded her coverage and even made up with Spoctor. Ghosty soon followed suit. Suddenly, the tides were changing. On May 10th, 2018, not even a month after the allegations were made, PK Russell uploaded a video about some leaks he and Ponder had obtained. During their investigations, an artist by the name of Mimi Dugs contacted Ponder with a lot of new information.
Mimi Diggs? Why does that name sound familiar? Did that person go? That person, Mimi Diggs was not in the FCK, but she was in the 9-hour FCK video. Like, she was one of the people that went after Akumu. Did she not?
Pentagon and Stories had been planning this whole takedown on Spoctor for months prior. In fact, before Spoctor, they were aiming to pile on another creator known as Dick
I'm not pointing that as like a criticism. I'm just like I think I remember that person's fucking name.
Their eyes turned against Spoctor. But why? Why would Pentagon, for example, turn on Spoctor just like that? Well, during early 2018, people were going at Stories because they felt she was lying about being 8. Pentagon was wholeheartedly backing her during all of this and defended her. This caused Just a Robot to make a video where he states the obvious and called Pentagon an idiot.
Thank God.
In DMs, Spoctor
Thank God we
always
have Jar here to
expressed
tell us
that he
the
didn't
fucking
think Stories was
obvious.
8 years old, and posted a comment voicing his appreciation for Jar's video. This is why Pentagon went after Spoctor. She was furious that Spoctor didn't agree with her point and praised the video that called her out. That's it. And from the DMs leaked thanks to Atari and Mimi's cooperation, her pettiness and annoyance was palpable. She involved herself in the plotting and was salivating at seeing Spoctor's subscriber count drop. So if Pentagon's motives were because Spoctor annoyed her, what were Stories? Well, first things first, these leaks unequivocally proved what everyone was thinking. Stories wasn't 8, Spoctor didn't think she was 8 either.
Digital
Stories
ID?
was
No.
14 years old, and she and Pentagon knowingly planned out this lie of being vague about her age to smear Spoctor. Stories also admitted to being dishonest about her feelings in her conversation with Spoctor, despite saying otherwise in her video. Ponder's third video even showed that Stories' boyfriend at the time was older than Spoctor. As more of the leaks came out, they showed that Stories was a
Damn.
completely malicious actor who claimed to have been planning this out for a year. In these messages, she acts like a vindictive, power trip mastermind. Her plan was to break the ranter community cycle and use the people she worked with as pawns to create more chaos. I don't know if I can believe this because it sounds so absurd and unlikely, but I'm struggling to find any more explanation here that she expressed. And with that, the final nail was in the coffin. Soon after, Stories and Pentagon deleted everything and vanished. To summarize, Spoctor wasn't a groomer or a pedophile. You can say he was weird for what he did, but people didn't feel comfortable ascribing such a destructive label to him with what they had seen. The evidence wasn't sufficient enough, and the backlash she'd originally gotten didn't feel deserved. Plus, the dishonest and manipulative nature of the main accusers showed that their motives were far from considerate. Any other claims against Spoctor
fucking
didn't have
retarded as fuck. Like people like that are trying to like, listen, Spoctor is 1000 fucking % a creep, fucking like borderline pedophile, right? I'll fucking caveat it with that, right? Because the 3-year age gap. I mean, well, no, he's holding on to the fucking nudes of a 13-year-old. Like, fuck off. Yeah, I know, he pedophile, but dude, the fact that they didn't know that and they were still trying to like openly like go and smear him as one when they didn't have any means of proving that. Like, fuck you. Get completely fucked. Yeah, actually, absolutely have your entire shit rocked. Good.
enough evidence to begin with, so they were dropped or disproven. I have to stress how fucked Spoctor would have been if it wasn't for the work of people like Ponder and PK Russell, and the outcome did wonders for them. Before this, PK Russell was mostly seen as an outsider to the entire art community. Afterwards, he was far more respected and connected with others. As for Ponder, it's undeniable she brought up a lot of points that helped in clearing Spoctor's name, and it was the video that made her career. It took a while for Spoctor to mentally recover from what had happened. His channel's numbers were all back, but he needed to get back into the swing of things. And whilst his videos from then were more of the same, things had changed. For one, Spoctor was now far more comfortable using facecam rather than stills, although he would cover his face with a raptor mask. Spoctor's practically instant vindication also gave him a lot of momentum, and his channel started to do really well over the next 2 years. Gacha Life in 2019, and then Yandere Simulator in 2020 were his big hitters. By the end of 2020, that subcount was at over 300,000. Spoctor's content had changed for the better by then. He was less snarky like before, and more comedic and grounded to an extent. His video style was far more laid back and tried to get to the core issue.
It illustrates the point that sometimes you gotta think about the context before we start throwing things willy-nilly about, hey, you gotta credit this guy, or hey, you gotta take this down because someone said something, and when they really didn't say something, and you're just kind of throwing this out of your ass. We're not even defending someone who wants defense at this point. They just want to be left alone, and using their music isn't detrimenting their personal life.
Yet, Spock still had a sort of immunity around him. A lot of the community had initially believed his allegations. When those allegations were proven false, they gave him more respect and support, not because he had made an outstanding video, but as a sort of penance for their actions. Spock, as an adult, would also still cover a lot of drama involving kids, which meant that those involved would always look up to him as the adult. And he started to handle topics like mental health, which were sensitive and risky to tackle for any YouTuber. For example, Spock covered the animator Birdie in around 2019. The title was Birdie, kid who represents problems with depression. And whilst he does look at the controversies in a fair way, he also seemed to be dehumanizing Birdie. For those who know the Birdie lore, this was before the grooming, before DICE, before anyone knew about the ferret stuff. So do you think it's fair to make several comments about how the 14-year-old Birdie was a heartless animal who you should treat like an irreparable exhibit?
I don't see Birdie as this awful person anymore. I just see Birdie as this animal. We should stop treating it like it's something new.
Also, so this was before all like the severely fucked shit, but this was also during the time when she was like fucking like being psychotic towards what is it, like kitty dog or whatever the fuck, like it still doesn't warrant it. Like it never warranted that level of reaction. And I think there's something to be said that maybe that kind of reaction that Birdie got from their earlier dramas did push them into being like a more terrible person, right?
Obviously.
Maybe, I don't know.
We should start treating Birdie as an example. We should stop trying to help her and look at her as some sort of exhibit. That might sound inhumane, and maybe it is, but she's as heartless as a goddamn animal. There are only things we can do to less activate Birdie. Birdie's so messed up in the head, she's almost like an object. Yelling at her won't solve anything.
Again, I want to stress this was before a lot of the serious Birdie stuff came out. He was still 14 at the time. He'd still done some things wrong, but to act like there wasn't a chance Birdie could change at this point was pretty narrow-minded. Yet, this was all largely overlooked over the next few years. Spock's videos held strong, and he continued to do well as he went into 2021. But things were soon to change. As with every member of the ACC around this time, one of Spock's most significant situations tied itself to the mega thread of drama that had been going on.
Holy
to summarize as best
the creep show art drama, bro. Holy shit. I vaguely remember this. I vaguely remember the creep show bullshit. Dude, I remember like being, oh my god, I had like a friend group at the time, and like I was like watching this. I was watching some of these videos about Creepshow. I think one of them was Tom. Turkey Tom made a video. I was playing like Minecraft, and I was in like the fucking like savannah, like building a fucking house or something. I have like I weirdly remember specific like not even nondescript, but like inconsequential memories that like mean nothing. So weird. Dude, when the fuck did the Creepshow shit happen? What was that? Like that was definitely pre-COVID. Creep show art drama. Wait, oh my god. Wait, no, that was during COVID. That was 2021. Holy shit, dude. Really? No way. That was 2021. Wow. I thought that was pre-COVID.
A creator by the name of Toby Majestic was in some hot water. Expressed support for controversial creators, drew NSFW of characters who were minors after...
Dude, yeah, fucking, dude, Toby. This fucking Toby person, dude. Oh my god. That brings us to the FCK, dude. Dude, I cannot believe the Toby drama was like literally, it was like the FCK situation handed on a silver platter, and like nobody looked into it. Nobody thought like, wait, you mean to tell me this was in a server with minors, and that Toby was going after a guy who was drawing Lolicon and Shotacon in a server where minors were at, and that these same people that are going after this guy are the same people that are like seemingly okay with... It's so fucking crazy, man.
Calling out someone else for doing the same kind of thing. Toby got some backlash, and in the midst of it, a creator named Hopeless Peaches got involved. Peaches initially defended Toby's detractors, but changed to more of a neutral stance later on. But they kept talking about the situation, and backlash ensued. Mentally, they did not take this well. The allegations of dishonesty were then turned up to 100 when another creator creator named Prisonmate Luke accused them of baiting their life to manipulate other people. The allegation had barely any basis, but a lot of people took it in their stride since hating Peaches was now popular. At this point, Spoctor came in with a video of his own. People were expecting him to be as fair as he always had been. After all, he had been pretty neutral when it came to covering Toby's whole situation. But when it came to Peaches, Spoctor's video was unusually harsh. In his video, he framed them expressing that they wanted to end their life as a sort of subconscious habit motivated by a care for public image. He also
Peaches? No, yes, they do that. Yup, he was right about that.
Went on to place more fault on Peaches for this claim because they put their feelings online. To some extent, I get that you shouldn't do that, and you should treat your channel like a brand. But this was abnormal.
Nope, not me.
Luke's claims about Peaches based themselves off no evidence and weak speculation. Spoctor then went on to say that Peaches should have responded less emotionally.
If this is where the drama ends, I'm willing to bite the bullet. But that's not where it ended. She kept going on about it.
And Luke, I wouldn't argue she was furthering the drama. I would rather argue that she's extremely over-emotional about what you said in your video. Which is
but
definitely
but no. But the Peaches and Creepshow, that was pre-COVID. That was definitely pre-COVID.
Fault on her end, and it's its own criticism. And I feel like she should have just tried to move past.
But like the alt account
shit
happened
aggressively upset about it.
Again, a stupid point to make because people were accusing them of manipulating others by using their life. People have the right to be mad at that stuff, especially if it's a baseless claim. And if that wasn't enough, Spoctor had used a video of them talking about their grooming as B-roll, while saying they couldn't handle relationships well. All this confused Peaches because they and Spoctor had a conversation before Spoctor released his video about them. In said conversation, he seemed to be a lot more calm. Well, until he released the video and said that he had to go after her for the sake of PR.
And the way he handled it genuinely angers me. In DMs with Peaches, he discusses how the evidence she provides him completely changes the narrative, then continues to make his video where he says in DMs with her that his video misses the mark and doesn't defend her
And this
at
is
all,
where the Lio
he says
call
that
comes
he has
from.
to go after her for the sake of PR.
This was an incredibly
So gay.
cowardly thing to say. Spoctor had a much different standard for Peaches because that's what public opinion felt, not because it was lies. He was fine with being more charitable to those who were, at the time, worse than Peaches because the public hated Peaches. Again, do you not find this so ironic from the guy vindicated after public opinion went against him? As Spoctor went through 2021, his momentum had slowed to a standstill and his past friends were nowhere to be seen. By late December, Fagos had been run off for stuff related to SA and lying. PK Russell was already known as kind of a freak by now, but Ponder was still around. As for Junkie, Spoctor's oldest friend, his career was crumbling due to his dishonesty. The worst of Junkie's actions came with a creator he'd lied about 3 years prior, named Hiten Mitsuru. Back in 2018, during the story's Pentagon drama, a ranter named Fran had made a video attacking Spoctor, and had refused to take it down. After Ponder covered Fran's videos in a second part of her Spoctor series, Fran claimed that the video had given her a panic attack. But when Junkie went to Fran, she told him she was essentially faking the panic attack and had taken down her videos for damage control. Hiten was making a video on Fran at the time, and asked Junkie if she could use these screenshots in her video. He said yes. But despite that, Hitten's video was slammed. People were saying that she had gotten these screenshots through shady means and could not be trusted. And for these creators, this was a no-no. Unbeknownst to Hitten, other creators had talked to Junkie and asked him if he let Hitten have those screenshots. He gave a vague, weird answer to try and stay out of drama, and they interpreted this as a no. Junkie then neglected to correct the record for years, whilst Hitten was essentially thrown under the bus. She was completely cut off from other friends and branded as untrustworthy for years. It was only until late 2021
she's not
she was
trustworthy,
able to show
but
the full story, and the community torched
dude, it's
Junkie.
so fucking crazy how these people got criticized and lambasted for shit that would later turn out to be true, but it's like for the fucking wrong reasons. It's oh my god, dude. And it just really goes to show how mistakes like that can let people actually skirt by being having their shit rightfully pushed in regards to certain things that they're doing and saying. I guess I don't want to use the word accountability because it's fucking gay, but it's kind of what it is, honestly. It's no, you were wrong to go after fucking you were wrong to go after Chuli. But Heaton got a pass because, oh, Heaton got, like, super bullied by this fucking, like, other retard or whatever.
On December 19th, 2021, Spoctor made a video titled, "My former community is falling apart." In said video, he talked about how the DeviantArt ranting community tore itself up with many controversies.
Well, gayer.
His general idea was that it was cannibalistic, performative, and stupid, especially with Junkie.
Ruin one another in this community. It's because of this mindset that anger and wrath wins. Oh boy, you lied to people. To the gulag you go! Forget the good you did for people. Forget the fact that you basically built the foundation of my channel and helped me get on my feet, Junkie. You lied about people, and someone decided to out you for it. It's time to crucify you and make you walk on eggshells. I mean,
God, and it's like, oh God, and fucking Junkie is also like a mega freak too. Oh my God, holy fuck, dude. Like, what's the rate per capita? like on ACC users turning out to be either fucking creeps or having defended and covered for creeps. Like what is the rate per capita? We might need to start legislating against these fucking people, dude. Oh my God.
look at the video calling him out.
Holy
shit. I don't want your disingenuous, half-hearted, slimy, bitch boy apology.
That's no way to treat people on a platform. Even if they've angered you, that aggression only serves to progress the issue. The amount of stress that you're putting on yourself by basically forcing yourself to get involved with that much wrath is not worth the outcome. It's one thing when you cover a
he's kind of right
so
about
far
that.
alienated from your personal life. It's another to cover shit that deals with your personal life. It's another to air your dirty laundry to an audience in a format that comes off.
Hey, I only do that because it's funny.
Spoctor was very obviously downplaying Junkie's snide cowardice and dismissing Hitton's video as a mess. The issue was that by giving such a vague answer to what was such a simple question, just to avoid drama, Junkie had pretty much thrown Hitton away and let the crows feed on her. A lot of people, including Hitton,
well, I don't know if that's even true. Like, because here's the thing that really, like, because obviously I'm making a video on doodle tones. The thing that, like, bothers me so much is, like, why the fuck did you go so, like, I think I kind of know the answer, but, like, why did you go so hard against V when, and then, yet you went out of your way to defend fucking George? Like, that shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It makes no fuck, I cannot fully understand it. I can only, like, just throw a dart at the wall and, like, whatever one makes more sense, but I don't even know if that's true. I don't know why. Because I'm thinking, my thought is that it has to do with, like, the amount of allegations against V, because it wasn't just Junie. It was, like, multiple other people started coming out against V that thoroughly painted him as, like, this, like, fucking, like, predator, fucking predatory, disgusting freak monster who didn't give a shit about people's boundaries, right? But then you look at the George shit, and it's like, dude, the same fucking thing. It's the same shit. He did not give a fuck about the boundaries. He just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until he got what he fucking wanted out of them. I don't know why the fuck she defended. I don't know why. It's not even Susie. Multiple people defended George. Multiple people did. Ponder did. Ponder co-signed fucking Susie's video, which I really wish Toastify brought that up, because that fucking detail bugs the fuck out of me. Maybe I'm biased because I'm like, I'm a Doodle Tones A-log at this point. But I don't know. That's particular, like, having a huge member like Ponder co-sign that video, it just sealed the fate of those fucking kids. Like, you were going to be slandered by Doodle Tones, and you were going to just have to deal with it, because nobody was going to help you. Nobody was going to fucking speak for you, because you can't, because you're a fucking minor. Jesus fucking Christ. Also, it doesn't help that Vivian was also involved in that fucking shit too, dude. God, this whole fucking shit is so twisted.
The fact that Spoctor was tone policing her, having more issue with how she said it.
It's not, it's about personal relationships and optics. It's all the decent part. Started because Akumu hurt one of them bitches' feelings, and so the hive went on attack mode. Yeah. Dude, it's so fucking crazy, bro.
rather than what she said.
So glad this
there were
community
parts
is
cut
in
out where she
shambles.
described far more emotional interactions with far less emotion. And keep in mind, Hitton was only one of the many other creators who Junkie had also lied about. This obviously annoyed a lot of people who were aware of what was going on, as they felt that Spoctor was being pretty dishonest in his representation of Hitton. Spoctor would later make a correction in a pinned comment and promised he would also make a video clarifying this, but that video never came for months. Again,
wow! Oh my god, it's almost sounds like very familiar. It sounds like another fucking commentary channel that we know about. Wow, you mean to tell me you got caught up in a fucking situation and you completely bullshitted your way through it and lied about someone and you promised a response video and that just hasn't happened yet? Wow, I wonder where I've heard that fucking shit before.
For him to not do so when it was such an easy correction to make. Spoctor's video talking about Junkie was what really got the ball rolling against him. His actions here sparked up people looking back into the honesty of his coverage on Peaches the year before, and every time he was confronted about it, he seemed to slither away from the criticism. It was totally unlike how he presented himself in a way of considerate neutrality. That was very clearly a facade, and only worked on the animation meme tweens. And speaking of them, during 2022, several members of the animation meme community, including the aforementioned animator Birdie, became involved with an online group known as DICE. DICE was a ring around a Discord server where young teenagers encouraged each other to harm themselves and anyone or anything they could, and for a couple of weeks Birdie was a part of that. Spoctor would make a video on DICE and Birdie around this time, titled The Darkness Around the YouTuber Birdie, and again, to be fair, the DICE coverage seemed solid as he talked about the emotional and mental toll these actions would have on kids. But his second Birdie video goes out of his way to cover Birdie's controversies and seriously downplays a lot of his actions. This one seemed way more lighter than his past actions.
I just fucking noticed, dude. I need to pay more attention to chat. Fuck! All of this could have been prevented if their moms didn't take Tylenol. True. Dude, I've never taken Tylenol in my life. I always fucking whatchamacallit? I always just tard strength my way through the fucking through the pain and headaches. But I still came out retarded, bro.
After all the degenerate stuff he had now done or admitted to, he also downplayed how much Birdie affected others whilst in DICE. But it doesn't stop there for Spoctor. Following the DICE video, Spoctor would open up a public DICE recovery server to any victims of the cult. The server...
After you had just, lambasted Heaton for being, so personally involved with, fucking drama, you then decide to be like, I'm going to run a therapy group for all these minors that got groomed into fucking cutting themselves. Yes! Because you are a capable individual of doing that. You have the training to do that kind of stuff and provide that kind of support for minors. Yes. You're so smart.
Named Koi Pond only had a few adults, one of them being Spoctor. Already seems like a bad idea for a Discord server to have a mental health recovery server done by basically no professionals from what I heard, but it seems that even the server setup was also not very well handled. I mean, they put Birdie on the fucking staff team. According to GoCasso, whom I talked to about this entire thing, Spoctor's server had no vetting or verification process for age. None at all. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out how dangerous that is, especially in a place advertised for victims of abuse and grooming.
To own
Spoctor would
Wait,
also
really?
clone the server with a user named Jinx, a former member of DICE who Spoctor had grown close with over the last few months. Strange considering Jinx had already abused their pet rabbit and had planned to kill it whilst in DICE.
What
I
the
understand
fuck?
they were in a cult, but Spoctor and Jinx's friendship was on the level of found family to most of the observers.
Don't use that word, bro.
You should trust for running a server
Don't use
like
that fucking
this.
word, bro.
GoCato also mentioned that Spoctor and Jinx's only vetting system in the server wasn't for age, but for those claiming DID, or dissociative identity disorder. They were specifically looking for those who were claiming DID that hadn't originated from trauma. The reason I mention this is because it was around this time that Spoctor had made a video about DID. But like the Birdie video, Spoctor's video ended up being a mess. As you watch it, you realize the opinion in the video was formed more from screenshots and TikTok videos than actual research and academic papers. His best source through the video was Google, which again seems pretty insane for an in-depth video about a mental disorder, one that's been controversial amongst academics. But Spoctor seemed to be treating himself as an actual reputable person with this. At one point he compares being drunk to DID.
Dude, and it's why not? Why not do that, dude? Because nobody, you know what? Dipshits like Spoctor can get away with something like that because consumers have no sense of fucking, whatchamacallit? What's the fucking word that I'm looking for? It's like they people will just blindly believe everything they fucking hear online, despite it being the notion not to do that ever since the fucking 90s, right? Like, people learn fucking nothing. Holy shit. Like, at some point, it's the fucking consumer's fault. Dipshits like fucking Spockter can just get away with something like that. It's like, yeah, I could just bullshit my way through talking about serious mental health issues. Yeah, I could just do that. I have no qualifications. Who fucking needs it? I'm a YouTuber, bitch. Doesn't even matter if I'm right or wrong. I got a fan base, nigga. I could just make shit up and get paid to do it.
Even I, with my limited knowledge, found very outlandish. He wasn't talking about alcoholism or something like that, just the state of being drunk. Additionally, his video also bounced in tone a lot. It felt like another funny hoo-ha internet cringe video wearing the superficial skin of a deep, considerate analysis on mental health. There were endless criticisms of this video.
Dude, I saw Flags. I saw that fucking post you posted in the ship posting. It's like, I was like, I'm going to get pregnant and take an absurd amount of Tylenol so my fucking son will be the best fucking champion of Magic the Gathering. Some shit. It's so stupid.
If you're interested, you can hear people who actually have DID talk about it in more depth than I could ever provide. After some backlash, Spockter would take down the DID video and post to his community tab apologizing. But by now, his blatant mishandling of mental health and recurring dishonesty had become somewhat of a pattern. The backlash from this and all the videos being made on him at the time was what broke the lizard's back. Spockter soon posted a final video and announced he was stepping away from commentary. But there was no apology or change. His quitting video was mostly responding to other smaller creators who had made videos on him. And in a call with Hopeless Peaches and Lyle Convoy, friend of Peaches and at the time pedophile hunter
and it's like,
extraordinaire.
I'm hearing the way like Spockter is, and I'm like fucking shocked that him and Jar didn't become best friends. Cause it's just like, it's the same thing. It's like some dipshit fucking retard who has like no qualifications to talk about fucking anything, or nor applies any critical thought to any of the content that he puts out there. Right? It's like, how the fuck are you and Jar not like best friends? Like, holy shit, dude. And just gets a pass because like, oh, he's a big YouTuber. Like, okay, dude.
Yeah, Spockter would be questioned on his various mistakes and seemed to brush them off or double down.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Jar likes Peter. Well, that's what I'm saying. They would be like good friends.
No.
I think you need to.
Nah, I'm good.
You think this is funny?
This call was funny though. I'll give Spockter that. Listen.
I do.
He's a funny pedophile.
Because
he's a funny pedophile.
I don't care.
You don't care. Do you know what we're here to talk
No,
about?
not really.
You don't care.
I have really nothing to lose. I've done nothing wrong.
You've done nothing wrong.
I've made a few mistakes, and I'm
he's
not
so
gonna be
smug
put through the
too,
ringer for it.
dude. And it's like afterwards, he's like starts shitting himself. It's like, oh wait, you guys know about the allegations? Oh fuck.
You guys are
Oh,
literally
gulp.
about to make a
Oh,
whole ass
I'm
video
sorry.
on some like superstitious
Superstitious
shit that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Who's you guys and what
I
video?
don't care anymore.
So if you're coming in here just to be flippant and be sarcastic, I mean, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. We're not here to drill you specifically about your DID video. We're here to talk to you about some of your content.
Okay.
So what's the purpose of all
Epstein
these
if he had
shenanigans?
aura, true. Epstein if he had like a raptor mask.
Let me just put it this way. You're talking to someone who has nothing to lose. I've stopped caring about
literally
YouTube.
nothing. Wow.
I've heard a lot of terrible things about you guys from other creators, and I quite literally don't want to deal with your bull. How about that?
What BS have you heard?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it does. Because if your friends are sitting there crying about things that you have no real evidence for, I think that's kind of silly, don't you?
Evidence? I'm not outing you. I'm not outing you.
You don't have to out somebody when you make a claim. What have you heard?
I mean, it's sort of based on what I've heard, what I've seen, and how I've been treated.
It came to me in a dream.
Treated by whom?
Really in the mood to.
It came to me in a
Treated by
dream.
whom? Because this is the first time I've spoken to you.
It's not the first time I've seen you in my comments.
I'm sure it's not, but this is the first time I've spoken to you. So what have I said to you?
True.
How have I mistreated you?
This is the first time you've spoken to me.
Yes, directly. This is the first time I've spoken to you. So what have I said to you that you think is so abhorrent?
I mean, I could pull up the comment, but I really don't care.
No, you do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't be stalking like this.
Fuck.
What did I say that you find so egregious?
You guys have a great day. I don't care.
I'd rather be honest and say, oh, I didn't care, or oh, well, I'm friends with them, or
Would you
any
really
other.
want me to be honest?
I would much rather you be honest because that's why I'm asking.
I mean,
you.
I guess like I said in the last call, I do have nothing to lose. I just, it's a combination of like, oh, it's like not really super directly related to my life, and also I know Creepshow a little bit better than I knew you at the time, so I would take a buddy's word over yours.
Wait, no, they're not talking about the allegations. Wait, why is he so fucking timid then?
If they're a friend, I like to hold their value, you know, the value of their words somewhat high. It's just kind of how I operate.
After this, he would apologize and log off indefinitely. In the aftermath of Spoctor leaving, opinion on him was still split. Some people felt he was level-headed for how he stepped away, others thought he deserved to leave. I feel drawn towards the latter. Spoctor put up a facade of genuine intentions, but he was very obviously biased. A lot of the points he made were just to appeal to the crowd or to those he was working with. It wasn't fair coverage, and he positioned himself as an expert despite clearly not knowing a lot. Even his Creepshow art video basically shows him just confidently LARPing as a lawyer. Spoctor's career shift wasn't maturing, it was skinwalking.
I wonder
Left
where he
in
got
touch,
that
his
idea
channel would
from.
fade into the background for the next few months, but no one imagined that he'd be gone for long. Sometime along the line he'd probably pick things back up, maybe if it was just for fun. He'd destroyed his reputation, not his life.
Not yet. Teehee.
Back in 2019, new allegations had been made against Spoctor. They never got far, only from a girl claiming to be a former associate of Spoctor known as Shy Gal.
Wait, so what day?
Back in 2019, new allegations had been made.
So like, right around the same time, she made her like. Right around the same time, fucking Ponder made her video defending Spoctor, and just like this, dude, oh my fucking god, are you for real?
Against Spoctor. They never got far, only from a girl claiming to be a former associate of Spoctor known as Shy Gal. She had contacted a small commentary YouTuber named Manis, who made a video documenting her claims. Shy Gal claimed that she had discovered that Spoctor, who was 17 at the time, had been sexually interacting with a 14-year-old fangirl of his named Spooder, and that they went way back to when Spoctor was 16 and Spooder was 13. Shy Gal claimed Spoctor and Spooder's relationship continued past Spoctor turning 18, only ending when Spooder had a mental breakdown. Shy Gal also claimed that Spoctor possessed a flash drive containing explicit pictures of Spooder from as far back as her being 13. In a screenshot of a message between the two in September 2019,
Wait. So if I'm understanding the timeline, oh my god, no fucking wonder. So okay, so he was saying that he flushed the drive after the allegation was already made. So it's like, did you flush the drive? Like, this guy is a habitual fucking liar. Like, did you flush the drive? He probably still has it. Well, actually, no. By this point, I think, like, by this point, he's probably, like, actually thoroughly destroyed it. Because, like, there's reasonable suspicions to be had. So, like, he probably did get fucking rid of it by this point. But, like, the fact that he, like, God, I think, did he say when he flushed it? He said he flushed it a long time ago, I think, in the fucking junkie call, the junkie Fagos call. I think, pretty sure.
Spoctor claimed to have crushed and snapped this flash drive before flushing it down the toilet. But surely this couldn't be true. I mean, Spoctor had been cleared last time. Well, that's how those who initially saw this video took it as. Despite the far more incriminating screenshots along with context, there was not enough proof that the girl was actually the age that Shy Gal had claimed. So Manis' video was overlooked, bombarded with dislikes, and forgotten by the community. But unknown to Manis, Spoctor was watching and panicking. In January 2020, Spoctor joined a call with the names Junkie and Faghost, made as a result of Manis' video. Inside said call, he admitted to a sexual relationship he had with Spooder that began when she was only 13 years old. Spoctor then confirmed that for some time after he had turned 18, he had the flash drive containing Spooder's nudes on his desk.
Like, you are... like, the fact that you could just like, yes, this hard drive that I have on my fucking desk that is, that contains nudes of this 13-year-old child. It's like... Dude, you are, dude, like, I just don't know why the fuck, like, and I don't know why the fuck you would hear this being Ponder Sprocket and not be like, get fucked. Get fucked, you fucking creep. God, really? No, let's defend him because I have too much ego tied to my shitty little stupid fucking YouTube video. God. Stupid.
Keep in mind, at this time, he was still 18 years old. That flash drive had only been destroyed a few months ago.
Oh, you I'm gonna stick hot needles in my fucking pee hole. Holy fuck, dude. Really? Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What the fuck are you guys what?
What
are you getting at here?
Something that's bothering me. You've known this girl for a while.
Yeah, I have, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and like very early
and
on,
all of this was just acknowledged by Ponder, bro. Oh my god.
She was
retarded bitch.
12, 13, yeah.
12, 13.
Yes. Oh, I see what this is about. Okay.
Yes, I want to know like the full story.
Accidentally unplugged my head.
You want to know the full? Is that all this is about?
Because that's it.
I really don't want this getting out because it's just a bunch of like shit that I want to move past because it's a mistake I made and I want to be able to move past it. That's all this is because you guys know I'm a stupid
little
fucking
freak
idiot and I do horny shit.
Yes.
But
I'm just
not a fucking
horny.
pedo.
I'm just horny and I hold on to
I
child
was
porn
like
of a
16.
13-year-old on
She
my
was
fucking
13,
hard
but it's only a
drive.
3-year age gap. Her and I, very close friends. Naturally, how I acted back then. There's this.
Well, that's great, Spockter. Actually, but the child that you saved the nudes of doesn't age. The age of that child, the age of the child porn that you have doesn't age, actually. It's still of a 13-year-old. Freak.
This fling that started, you know? Like, obviously, since I was 16 and it ended when I was 17. Did it get graphic?
Yes.
It ended when he was 17 and still held on to it. You know what happened when I was dating someone and we exchanged nudes and shit like that? After we broke up, I deleted them. I got rid of them. It was common sense. That's what you do.
Admittingly.
But he's a horny gooner, guys, and it's totally like normal for you to hold on to nudes of a 13-year-old. God.
I don't want it anymore. I don't want to associate with it anymore.
Too bad.
It's disgusting. Even I look back on and I'm like, why?
Look back on it a couple months ago. He had it only a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Especially after I turned 18.
He's acting like he's remembering the fucking
drive.
Alamo.
It was,
Like, holy fuck, dude.
Sitting on my counter. And I looked at it and I was like, why do I still fucking have
Gold
this?
War
Because it was not too long after her and I we stopped talking.
He made it back up 1,000%. Or he still has it. He still has
We're
it.
just
Put it on a
good
flash
terms
drive.
Because it's better to be on good terms with someone that hated you. Besides,
Better to still be. So he's like actively still like soliciting this person, right? And like in the DMs, I'm pretty sure in the DMs that was revealed fuck. God, their names sound so fucking familiar. I get them. I don't want to fuck. Ponder and Spockter's DMs. That was discussed. Wait, what are we doing here? Oh. Yes. Wait, no. I'm silly. There we go. Yeah. A flash drive is funny. You could go in anywhere, yeah. You can go in on the go, bro. But in those DMs, it was fucking revealed. Like, Ponder was coaching him to still, like, talk with this person. And in those conversations, he's saying, like, well, you understand I only keep you around because of, like, it was almost like a, whatchamacallit? Like a friends with benefits type fucking shit. And like, really? Dude, really? You're still actively soliciting this fucking person? You fucking insane maniac. God.
as I get older, I start looking back on it, and I'm like, I look at my sister, and I'm like, she's 15, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Homestuck pilot dropped.
My sister is her age, and I'm just
not
like,
really that interested, honestly.
just want to be able to forget about it.
If it was,
I just want to forget about it, dude.
You guys, when you were like 3 years
Minors.
apart, minors.
Yes.
As long as like that video that Manus made doesn't go out even further, and no one says anything, because I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna do anything. I looked at it. And I'm like, whatever.
Normally, I would give good faith here and basically say like, oh, Junkie is saying this because he's trying not to reveal the game. He's not trying to give the game away. But no, Junkie is a freak and he probably meant it. But then he's like, wait, we could use this to get clouts or something, so we're just gonna release it. Lol, actually.
I'm done with this.
When I was a minor, I had a lot of flings with other
Report
minors.
back.
I mean, but I'm 18. I'm strictly 18 plus. Okay. Literally, it's destroyed.
I'm strictly 18 plus, except for the child pornography of a 13-year-old that I still had on my fucking hard drive only a couple months ago. But guys, strictly 18 plus, except the girl that I'm still talking to. That minor that I'm like, ooh, wait, I don't want to talk to this person. They're as old as my sister. That's really creepy. Except for that. That's the exception. All right. Listen, the exceptions don't break the rules, okay? They're called exceptions for a reason.
I wiped it, I formatted it, and crushed it.
Can you take a picture of it and show us that you did crush it?
I flushed it down. Dude, this was.
Really?
Do you know
I
this was
crushed it and
ages
flushed
ago,
it down
right?
the toilet. He's talking about it like it's crystal meth. Like it's a fucking flash drive, dipshit. The fuck? Or a hard
This was
drive,
ages
whatever.
ago. This was like the beginning of 2019.
Pretty much.
All right then.
I don't know
Besides, even if you ask for pictures, what would I do? I could just take another buy a flash drive.
And this
crush
was
it,
after
say, "Ooh,
Manus's
here's your
video.
proof."
Here's your proof, basically.
Yeah.
In this call and throughout various other conversations, Spoctor has directly lied multiple times, and to this day these lies have created excuses for him to be forgiven. The main claim that he says in the call and repeats to Shy Gal and a video archivist named Nice Stories is that he and Spooder were just friends. Any sexual interactions he had with her were long ago, and what was shown here was the last of it when he was still 17, not yet an adult. These are all blatant lies. In Manus's video, he shows a number of flirty and sexual DMs between Spoctor and Spooder. The date on them is seen as after Spoctor would have turned 18. Spooder would have still been 14. Not only that, the conversations leaked on Kiwi Farms just before Manus's video showed that Spooder said...
Wait, so it's not a 3-year age gap. Wait. I mean, I suppose it doesn't even fucking matter. 3 or 4. I mean, well, here's the thing. It's creepier that if it's like actually a 4-year-long relationship. See, but I don't know. Does it even matter? I mean, like 3, 4, I don't know. I feel like 4 makes it fucking worse. Because 3 is within reason. 4 is like, whoa, like what the fuck are you doing? Right? Oh, God, I don't fucking know, man. Would a 4-year age gap make you a pedophile? Probably not. Like clinically speaking. It's still fucking gross and creepy as fuck, though. Like, 100%.
Spoctor turned 18, he was still on calls with her and reminiscing on the...
I don't know, bro. I'm really fighting to be like, yes, he is clinically a fucking pedophile or some shit. Or, like, a febophile. I'm really fighting to earn that fucking label for him. It's like, can I call him this? I really want to call him that. Like, without having to fucking couch it with, like, actually, like, probably not. But he's definitely a fucking creep. But then, no, I keep forgetting. No, you had child porn of a 13-year-old, dude. Like, no, yes, you are a fucking pedophile. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that in the moment. Fuck. No, yeah, dude.
Their relationship together. But hey, Manus, Kiwi Farms, you might be thinking that these are all unreliable places and claims. So how about a confession from the man himself? In DMs with Pondus Rocket all the way back in mid-2019, Spoctor confirmed that he'd received nudes from Spooder whilst he was 18. How long ago did you guys share pictures?
Like, this is what I'm talking. Still soliciting this fucking kid, bro. Oh my God. Like, how did this... I just don't... I'm repeating myself, bro.
Just after I turned 18 was the last time. So you sent pictures after you turned 18? No, I was kind of hesitant in that, but she sent something.
The last time I sent her nudes was after I turned 18. So wait, so you still sent her nudes? Well, no, not really. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
immediately dispels the major defense that people have made for Spoctor, that he was still a minor at the time and still naive. He absolutely knew it was wrong, and his lies to cover
17, 18, you don't magically gain the ability of consent when you turn 18, okay? Like, there probably is, like, realistically some gray area. It's just safer to be like, no, you should keep it 18 plus, right? If you're going to fuck with people, right? It's just on average, most people around that age are smart and intelligent enough and have enough life experience to reasonably consent to sexual interactions, right? Like, but like, even if he was 17, even if he was 17 in this situation, and and Spooter was like 12, like, let's keep the age gap the same, but let's lower his age to 17. You're still a retard. You're still a fucking retard. You're the same level of fucking stupid, right? I mean, maybe it's a little bit more inexcusable because he had turned 18, like, but I don't know. I feel like 17, 18, you should fucking know better by that point than to do what he's fucking doing, right? Point being, right? 17, you won't be able to consent, but you should fucking know better than to do shit like that.
Up our evidence.
Is what I'm trying to
Hell,
get at.
even in the DMs with the nice stories, he tells them that the flash drive never had any illegal material on it. That's another lie, and I don't think I need to explain to you why what he did was wrong. It's a given. So, to clear up any confusion, Spoctor started dating a 13-year-old when he was 16. Their relationship continued up until Spoctor was 18 and the girl was 14. She was mentally ill, socially isolated, and the
he
only
knew
reason
this.
Spoctor broke up with her is because she had a mental breakdown. Yet he still kept in contact with her. After he turned 18, he continued to sexually DM her and receive explicit pictures from her, and kept explicit pictures from when she was 13. Spoctor has directly lied about the nature of this entire situation to other people. Spoctor's admission call stayed hidden for years until April 2023. Fegos, the recorder, shared the recording out of guilt to the YouTuber Lyle Convoy.
Out
he would
of
soon
guilt.
release a video.
Wait, so it wasn't even for clout. Dude, this is why I'm glad I'm rewatching this, because like I like to like be concise on what the order of events is and the severity of them. It wasn't even for clout. It was out of guilt, because this was around the time Fagos was getting grilled for their fucking freakish shit with Chuli. Oh my god, bro. Fucking insane.
Titled The Darkness Behind the User Spoctor Tech, including this call. The reveal didn't contain all the information.
No. Wait, no. Okay, no. I got it confused again. No, so the Chuli stuff didn't happen at this point, but like, I suppose sitting on this fucking recording for an extended period of time is what was what the guilt was, I guess. Oh my god, leave me the fuck alone, bro.
We've seen here, but enough to condemn Spoctor. The flash drive alone implicates him, and it definitely hit hard at the community and Spoctor's audience. He was the guy who, for them, had beat the allegations. His previous situation was treated as a gold standard of sorts. Little did they know, Spoctor hadn't learned from his close brush with death, and was still the sick freak they once believed him to be.
Creepypasta music.
Spoctor soon made a public statement about the situation, in which he made a number of direct comparisons to what had happened in 2018. This isn't my interpretation. He directly says Lio and Peaches were just as bad as Pentagon and Stories. He also talked about how people didn't understand the situation, and noted that he and Spooder had grown past everything. She was now stunned at anyone attacking Spoctor.
Guys, the minor that I fucking groomed actually doesn't care. Wow. Please stop giving me shit. Please stop grilling me. The minor that I fucking groomed doesn't care. Cool.
Spoctor also notes that he and Spooder had both been groomed when Spoctor was 16.
Okay, so I suppose you grooming her actually kind of cancels it out, right? Like, if you groom a child, but you were also groomed, that cancels it out, and that makes it perfectly okay, right?
He ends up acknowledging that the age gap was extreme, but he was young, didn't know.
Digby the Goat sexually harassed Julia while she was a minor. Yeah, I think in Spoctor's server, right? Stating something along the lines of her flappy vagina lips were in his face. Yeah, dude, that's so fucking crazy. I heard the name Digby the Goat. I'm like, who the fuck? That name sounds so familiar. I watched some of Digby's videos way back in the fucking day. Yeah, that's so fucking crazy, man. That guy fucking disappeared.
Know any better, and it wasn't easy for him to tell right from wrong. Spoctor would sign off with a foreboding warning to young influencers, and soon after—
Please, don't be like me. Don't groom a child and hold on to pornography of them when they were 13 years old. Don't be like me, guys.
Deleted his channel. His statement was not well received at all, and there are good reasons for that. The premier point was the comparisons to Stories and Pentagram that were so dishonest when you look at the two situations side by side. Stories and Pentagram had been planning out an expose against Spoctor for months. Lyle shows proof that he only received the information a few days before he made his video. Stories and Pentagram conspired to intentionally obscure Stories' age to make Spoctor look worse. Lyle showed a video where Spoctor, of his own volition, admitted to everything and was cracking jokes about it. There are very little similarities here, apart from Spoctor being accused of inappropriate behavior. It feels very much like a desperate callback to the time he was innocent. Also, the screenshots he provided
Guys,
show a
remember
very
when I was
different reaction
innocent? forget the fact that I'm fucking guilty. Remember when I was innocent?
that Spooder has. In the community tab, she's painted out as mortified and bewildered, but here she just says she doesn't really care. Even in these DMs, he doesn't really give her that much information about it all. His other major point states that he was groomed around the same time as Spooder when he was 16. This seems unlikely, especially considering his propensity to lie. But presuming that it did happen, that doesn't excuse him. In fact, it only adds to the fact that a lot of groomers and predators begin as victims of those same crimes. And Spoctor's statement said a lot, but at the end of the day, the allegations were all true. It's very clear that he shouldn't have been around minors with a record like that, especially if he stated that he didn't know how to tell right from wrong. Again, I want to stress that not only—
Bullshit. Wait, what? I mean, I know Toastify, it's safer to just like, let's even just take his word for it, but what?
Allegations were all true. It's very clear that he shouldn't have been around minors with a record like that, especially if he stated that he didn't know how to— tell right from wrong.
But you do. But you fucking do. What do you mean? You did. I don't know about you, but like, if you had traveled back in time and like asked like even 16-year-old me, hey, should you hold on to child pornography of a 13-year-old past the age of 18? I think I would fucking say no. I think I would say no. I think I would say that's a fucking bad idea.
Again, I want to stress that not only did Spoctor run a Discord server of recovering minors from a cult, but he got incredibly close with one of them whilst working on videos. After Spoctor left YouTube, he rebranded his Discord account and was found again on Twitter under the name of Sphinx-Tech.
So fucking...
Still going to conventions. There are also videos
He's got a puppy mask and shit.
Wearing masks for pup.
Dude, that fucking shit is so weird to me. Like, listen, like on the surface, it's almost like Here's the thing. If you are like in the bedroom and like people who use like, oh, like daddy or mommy in the bedroom and it just stops there. You only use that fucking name and it stops. You could say it's fucking weird, but I would say like, okay, whatever. Like that's actually like really fucking normal. Like, but the puppy play is literally like you are pretending to be a dog getting fucked. Like, that is like demented. That is like well beyond. Listen, I'm a furry, so this is coming from a furry. Like, dude, like that is so fucking weird, dude. That shit is so fucking weird. It's legal, but it's fucking weird. Holy shit. Also, didn't Toastify stay quiet about the Doc on the radio and his relationship with a minor until you? Dude, yeah, no, that is a good point to bring up. It's like, I mean, Toastify's excuse, if I recall, was at the time, and I really wish he did a fucking video on this instead of doing the fucking live stream. But, like, do the live stream after the video. But it's like, I think his reasoning was that he didn't want to speak on behalf of the victim if the victim wasn't willing to come forward. But it's like, I mean, it's like with President Sunday. It's like the infinite rape machine. It's like, at what point do you step in and basically, well, hold on. I understand the victims don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to fucking do it anyways because this is like weird, gross behavior that needs to be called out. Like, dude, it's so fucking crazy. So fucking crazy, man. But is it? I mean. It's more or less you're in a situation where it's like, do we believe him or do we not? Right? It's like you're kind of asking to be like a mind reader. It's like, what was Toastify's intentions of actually like staying quiet about this for so fucking long? I think it was retarded, and I think even Toastify would say it's retarded. he went on Queeman's, I never really saw this. I heard it happen though. He went on Queeman and Queeman fucking grilled the shit out of him, for it. And he rightfully took his fucking lashes. It's like, yeah, I was retarded to sit on this information, which is like, yeah, you were retarded to sit on this information for as long as you fucking did. I don't think that should be the end of his career, but I think what separates Toastify from Ponder Sprocket is that Toastify was willing to, I mean, the doc stuff would have stayed underground had it not been for Toastify. So Toastify coming out with that information is like a show of grace at the very least. And on top of that, he immediately took lashes for his fuck ups in that situation. Ponder has done nothing but obfuscate, delete, hide, and run away from being held accountable for her fuck ups in regards to dramas that she's involved in, right? Which is more than just the Spockter stuff, right? It also with Chuli, like seeing adults treat Chuli like that, knowing that she's like fucking 14 and 16 years old and not doing anything about it, fucking insane. And I think it really recontextualizes that call with Caden Monroe when Caden was sexually harassing Chuli. That really fucking recontextualizes that whole fucking thing. Ponder was in that call and did fucking nothing. And her excuse, I was high and I didn't understand it at the time. Which, dude, when I watched Chuli's video about Caden and like knowing that it was Ponder, like, not to be a hindsight Andy, because I did feel at the time like, I'm like, wait, your excuse was that you're high? Like, is that a valid fucking excuse? Why are people like using that as if that's valid? That's not valid. Dude, I've gotten like, and to be fair, I've never gotten super fucking high, but I can't imagine like being inebriated to begin with is very different. But it's like, I've been very drunk before and I've still been able to make somewhat responsible decisions, right? Like, an example, like when I'm partying in fucking VR chat and I'm in like I'm in a bar lobby with like mostly adults and I hear a fucking kid, I'd be like, guys, there's a kid in the fucking server, vote to kick him, get him out of here, right? Like, I have some degree of responsibility even when I'm fucking drunk, right? So I can't imagine Ponder being high is that like that much of a fucking excuse. Quimman defended your movie sucks. Fucking course he did. There might be some level of good faith you could give to your movie sucks, but I'm sure even Queeman would admit it's like you argued your points in the fucking worst way possible. Like, you made yourself sound like a fucking zoophile, bro. Like, oh my fucking God. And the fact that he can't concede on that, like, no, you like argued your points retardedly. Commentary YouTubers cower in fear after YM. That's a 30-minute video. I'll watch that later. I mean, I have work tomorrow. Dude, it's so stupid. I asked for Sunday off, and I'm not getting Sunday off. I'll get Sunday off next week. As well as Saturday, but I have to work Sunday. But maybe I could stream before work. I could also do that. But yeah, I could maybe watch that later. The only thing that still is a pedophile, but he can't control it when he's high. It really doesn't help. So, no. Ponder, you're doing the thing. I've done this too. Ponder and Spockter are different, right? Ponder was in this is not related to the Spockter situation. This is an entirely separate situation. Ponder was in a call on a live stream with Chuli and Caden. Caden was like fucking 20-something years old, sexually harassing a 16-year-old Chuli at the time. And this was just happening right in front of Ponder, and she just did not give a shit. Did not fucking care, right? And even at the time when that stuff was being talked about, like, that just felt so fucking weird. But now in hindsight, it's like, oh, she didn't do anything about it because she obviously sees nothing wrong with like adults having sexual interactions and conversations with children. She obviously sees nothing wrong with that. Because if she did, she would do something about Spockter. If she did, she would have like called out the fucking behaviors of the FCK and denounced her videos on Akumu, right? Because that does tie in with like the sexual exploitation of the children that happened in the FCK, right? She would have said and done something about that, right? If she actually did give a shit, but she doesn't. She's inconsistent as fuck, right? Because she doesn't care.
play, which I believe is linked to sexual interests like BDSM. Spoctor's bio still describes him as a software engineer and former influencer. His account still exists to
Former
this day,
influencer.
and
You're
can
so stupid, bro. If you're trying to run away, why would you not only put these suffix of your most popular username in your rebrand or whatever the fuck, and on your hidden alt account, and then call yourself a former influencer? He's so stupid.
Find it, but its activity has been very here and there. The last tweet was on April 2nd, 2024, but the last retweet was of a post from the month before this video's gone out. Wouldn't be surprised if he's still keeping an eye on things.
Bruh.
His story was a lot. You can say that it was avoidable, incredible, fraudulent. But above all else, what I found was a recurring theme of false narratives and failure of expectations from everyone. From the beginning, people like Pentagon and...
You know, in hindsight, you know, or not hindsight, but there's some cosmic irony in him choosing a fucking reptile as a Sona because of how much this guy has slithered around fucking accusations like of nefarious
stories presented
bullshit.
their experience as something it wasn't. Their true intentions were revealed to be malicious. On the other end, there was Spoctor. We first saw him as a sardonic prick making fun of kids, only for his embarrassing private messages to be put on blast everywhere. His voice itself began disguised and manipulated. Then he switched to showing
Big
himself
rabbit
more
hole,
as a
yep.
considerate person, understanding yet neutral and fair.
Because dude, it's so fucking crazy because it goes back, like I would lump in ACC with SCC. I'm not gonna do that fucking like they're different. They're the fucking same shit, right? The SCC and ACC often mingled with each other. They're basically the same fucking community. But it's like ACC shenanigans literally go all the way back to, I think, Diddle Tones. Diddle Tones was like the origin of a lot of this dumb fucking bullshit, right? Or not the origin, but she was one of the first people to do like fucking retarded shit, right? With her channel. What the fuck? We haven't done the main objective and everyone's fucking dead. In the past, in high school, no, that'll come up in Toastify's video. I know what you're talking about. It's so creepy, dude. It's like just if Ponder had a fucking cock, she would be called a pedophile for having said that. It's like insane, crazy fucking statement. Fucking Homelander couldn't get that out of me. Holy fuck.
That also turned out to be a complete front, with the bias getting heavier. And even to the bitter end, he tried to present his degeneracy as if it was something it wasn't. Perhaps too fitting for someone who made content through the character of a lizard.
True,
With Spoctor,
that's literally
the
what I
truth
just
seems
said.
to have been far too often camouflaged, hidden in plain sight. Yet the theme of false narratives doesn't even end here. It's been a long while to get to where we are. We've covered over 6 years of history so far. But what began as a surface level look into Spoctor's career has led into
Really
finding a
disgusting
cover-up
take, yeah.
regarding Spoctor's relationship with a minor. Turns out that several large creators in the ACC...
I just don't know why the fuck she ever got a pass. Because like all these fuck ups were just like, I mean, with Spoctor, like there was a lot of behind the scenes bullshittery, but with like everything else, it was just in the open. She was like openly lying and slandering Akumu, but like the community was okay with it because Akumu's transphobic. And then the Caden bullshit, that was out in the public. That was out in the open. Like so many of her fuck ups was just there for everyone to fucking see. Just no one said anything about it. No one did anything about it. No one had a fucking problem with it. No one fucking spoke out. Everyone was just like fucking soy nodding along. Like a bunch of fucking retards. Not actually calling this fucking shitty behavior out. I don't understand what they were putting down, but it was well made. Oh, Toastify? Dude, because like the fucking ACC is just like a fucking clusterfuck of just... It's like getting into ACC drama, and I think I can speak with confidence, having dug into it for the past few months. It's like watching an anime you've never seen at like season 25, just picking it up at season 25, and just like, who the fuck are all these people, bro? You're gonna kill me. Oh.
Turned a blind eye to what happened, and in some instances, enabled and advised him. And in part 2 of this video, we will be discussing these leaks in detail. Until then, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay toasty.
Stay safe. Stay toasty, bruh. All right, now we watch his other video. Pop it out. Okay. Okay, cool.
The second example of non-contact abuse is not taking proper measures to prevent a child being exposed to sexual
Bro, when I
activity
watched
by
this, dude, when I watched this for the first time, I'm like, where the fuck have I heard that? Where the fuck have I heard that fucking, like, that song before? And I'm like, it sounded so familiar, and then it immediately cuts to the bit.
Penegrin didn't tell the people doing the art for Spoctor that he was too young to be accepting, despite knowing that he was
Oh my
asking
god,
for
this
it.
sucks.
She didn't
This
make a
sucks.
video, she didn't tweet about it, she didn't contact DeviantArt about it, she sat on her arse and made a vague journal
Arse?
that revealed and did nothing. You guys understand why I looked at this video and thought this was such a juicy tidbit? Expose one deviant weeb and you expose them all!
Another person in the artsy sea has been outed as a bad... I can't
that's
do
fucking
this. I can't do this. Hello, my name is Toastify. Let's get you caught up. Last time we went over the career of Spoctor, a YouTuber of 300,000 subscribers who made videos about animation and art community drama. If you're an old head, you may know that Spoctor was once made in 2018 over grooming claims. At the ripe old age of 16, he came under attack from 3 creators, Atari, Pentagrin, and Stories. Spoctor was soon vindicated, in part thanks to Pondersprocket, a tiny creator who pointed out various flaws in those initial claims and the audience's reaction. Ponder saved Spoctor's career, and would make her own in the process. Along the line...
in case you're wondering, yeah, my friend does not regret being associated. Oh, does regret being associated with Ponder at some point? Oh, to be fair, I don't even know who the fuck your friend is. Ponder was mutuals with some... Oh, I just read that. She did a charity stream in which my friend was a guest on. Damn. Arsh British, yeah, I'm fucking Angloid coming out. I think that's the right terminology. Ponder's a Brit. No, she's not. But she's saying it because she thinks it makes it sound her. They think she thinks it makes her sound smarter. Was it like cartoon-y still?
Spoctor would get into more
No, I'm sure most people do regret. Like, and here's the thing too. Like, it's not like Ponder is a fucking pedophile. But she's sure as fuck covered for a lot of them. Like, bro, insane. Fucking-sane.
Controversies and leave the internet. Months after he left in April 2020.
Like, you have to do something especially retarded to, like, deserve this ire of the community and not have fucked with kids. Like, you know, like, holy fuck. Never talked to cartoon shit.
3, a call from 3 years ago leaked. In said call, Spoctor admitted to having a relationship with a fangirl of his named Spooder. They started dating when Spoctor was 16 and she was 13, and had been on and off over the years.
Yes, dude. Everyone in the ACC is getting a taste of their own fucking medicine, dude. And it's like, this never would have happened. No, like, none of these people would have caught the fucking sheer amount of strays that they got if they had just been, like, a little bit of principled in their public persona, right? Like, just showing a little bit of consistency. Like,
Spoctor,
on like basic fucking common sense bullshit.
Also admitted to possession of explicit pictures from when Spooder was 13. Those pictures remained on a flash drive, which Spoctor only destroyed a few months after he turned 18.
Ah, so inferior.
To the most observant of onlookers, this was no surprise. Spoctor had come under fire years earlier. Back in December 2019, a small YouTuber named Manis published claims and evidence about Spoctor, supported by his former associate Shygal. Many of Manis and Shygal's claims lined up with what we heard in the call, and as it turns out, that call happened out of fear of Manis' video. So those are the general starting notes.
Oh my god.
For all new viewers who haven't seen part 1, or you've seen part 1 and you forgot what happened. Don't worry, the first Spoctor video is not required viewing, but you may be a bit blindsided by—
I mean, let me speed it up at least a little bit. Also, I might clip this, like me watching this fucking bullshit.
Some of the other points brought up. Today's video, which is
too fast.
Part 2 is not just about Spoctor, but also around him and the company he kept. His little secret, if you want to call it that, wasn't limited to the people within his admission call in 2020. It went way beyond that, and it seems several eyes were turning away, covering up what he had done despite him being in a very dangerous position.
Don't
in
ever
some
share news
instances,
online.
they seemed to enable him. This video entails to go over all leaks available and paint you a picture of how this conspiracy of sorts unfolded.
Yes.
Alright, the best way to convey this information is to take you through my eyes, the way I saw it, because when I started researching the idea of a Spoctor video, I could always see some open...
Weird. I would say it's reckless to send nudes. Like, if you're going to do it with someone who you actually fucking know. Don't do it with, like, a random fucking person you met online. Fucking stupid.
Ended links that signified a lot more. To start off with, people knew about Spoctor and Spooder's relationship long before Manus' video. In fact, you can go back to 2018 and the Stories Atari Pentagon drama to see her first mentioned. In their group chat, Stories, one of his accusers, listed Spoctor's quote-unquote victims. This includes herself and Spoctor's ex-girlfriend Ghosty, two allegations that were basically disproven. But she also talks of his weird fangirl named Spooder, but she allows it, SMH. Pentagon responds, remembering how Spooder joined a mob against someone with baseless claims. She then says that she won't be looking to Spooder because she thinks she's an idiot. Good reasoning, Pentagon. Another reminder that Spoctor being guilty does not give these morons any retroactive
all
purple
around.
hearts. Back then, no one blinked twice at this screenshot, as the narrators were already proven unreliable. Its only use was to highlight the irony of Pentagon disliking others for jumping on accusations with no evidence.
So while the original exposed video claimed that Spoctor had been doing this to many people, and they had heard about it from these people, it was actually only Stories and Ghosty. There was one other person Stories made note of who wasn't actually making any complaints against Spoctor. So that was also a lie. Also, can we just appreciate that Pentagon saying that someone hate mobbed against an alleged pedophile, despite there being no evidence, and uses that as a reason to say that they shouldn't use her and she's a simpleton? And yet...
Moving ahead, when the call of Spoctor admitting to having illegal images was first leaked, many people were implicated. This includes, of course, Junkie and Feghost, two of the three stooges in that call, and two of Spoctor's closest friends at the time. But the weird part is that a lot of other people claim to know about this flash drive admission. This includes smaller art creators like Holy Majesty and Fly Die Sky. Even Spoctor's Discord moderators confirmed to Lyle Convoy and Hopeless Peaches that they had some knowledge about it. So, two of Spoctor's closest friends knew...
Okay, so hold on. So when was this? Like, how early are we talking?
Like Holy Majesty and Fly Die Sky. Even Spoctor's Discord moderators confirmed to Lyle Convoy and Hopeless Peach
2023, okay.
Is that they had some knowledge about it. So, two of Spoctor's closest friends knew, as well as some small fringe creators and Discord moderators. Obviously, these links don't add up without some messengers in the middle, and that's where we begin. To Spoctor, Ponderous Rocket was the person who saved his whole career.
This fucking song has been used to death on like all of these fucking, like any commentary channels. Like this fucking song has been used so fucking much. It's insane. It's insane. Dude, and you know what's funny too? I had only just found out it's from fucking Celeste. I've heard it so fucking much. Never knew where it came from. I'm like, oh wait, this is from Celeste? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Dude, it's like there's so much other fucking video game music you can use, right? Like, I don't know why. It's like everyone uses the same fucking music. Just occasionally just use different fucking songs, okay? Bro, come on.
And for the art commentary community, she's seen as a reliable pair of hands with a mature view. But in the 2020 leaked call we saw with Spoctor, Feghost, and Junkie, we can make out Spoctor basically pleading and begging for Ponder to come and rescue him.
So like, what is Ponder saying? She didn't even like talk to me about it at all.
Yesterday,
it's like he knows Ponder will cover it up for him too.
Yeah, you and her had. It seemed like you were trying to get her to defend you in the future in case this comes out.
Yes, because I'm terrified. You think Ponder's gonna do anything?
I don't think it is. Unless, like, you make a video about it.
I do want to talk to Ponder, though. I want to clear things up. If I can, at some point. But if she'll even respond.
I wouldn't say Ponder would do that, because that's not really in Ponder's nature.
But I do want to talk to her about it.
I would.
The audience saw this as a pathetic attempt to placate Ponder, and thought it to be him just reaching out again. We all thought Ponder was never coming down and saving his ass for him. Well, what that call doesn't show is that in the last 4 months, Spoctor had been telling Ponder about everything.
Not even took him at his word. Like, Ponder had every reason to doubt this fucking guy because he got caught lying like multiple fucking times. Like even in the DMs, he's being inconsistent. It's just that Ponder doesn't give a shit about the truth. She's just there to be like, okay, the narrative, Spoctor's innocent because that's what gets me views. I don't have to walk back my fucking video that made my fucking career. I don't have to walk any of that back. It's so selfish, dude.
A read of this first conversation from the 7th of September 2019. Just a quick note, most of this was already edited, and then someone managed to find the images in
openly
the actual
admitted
DMs
everything,
between Ponder and Spoctor. For the sake of my ease and your comprehension, these images will be popping up in the bottom right corner when they're referenced to, but I won't be reading them out. Image attachment. Wait, what? Boy, that's suspicious as all hell. It's, an old friend. Did you end up contacting them back? I'm trying, but I'm kinda scared, because this might be about something I did a couple of months ago, because I'm stupid, and I hurt a couple people.
I'm silly.
What happened? I was in a relationship, and well, I cheated for a month. I made up with my ex and everything, but the person I was cheating with isn't as happy. I wanted to tell them, but they're always so scary when they're mad. So you think the person you cheated with might be up to something?
It's
yes.
standard,
Can I ask
yeah,
who they
it's
are?
truly
Like social
so.
media? Yeah. On Twitter, do you have an idea of what they might want to do? They might just pull a stories on me. Okay, then first things first. If you have any open conversations with this person, any way you can think of, go and screenshot all of it. Our convo was on my band account, so I'm locked out. I have a few things already, but that's all I can salvage and use. Okay, a little bit is better than nothing. What I got is pretty alright. I can show you. Sure. Give me a minute then. I'm in the bathroom. Lol, no worries. I'm a stupid kid that gets himself into trouble, aren't I? Most kids do.
I'm a
The
silly
internet and
boy.
cancel culture
I'm a
has just
silly
made it
boy
so
that
a
holds
lot
on
of
to
what would
child
ultimately been
pornography
nothing mistakes
past the
can
age of
blow way out
18.
of proportions, especially if someone is being exposed
Silly
by another
guy.
kid. She's
Silly
15,
Billy.
case in point. It's a 3-year age gap, yeah. A bit iffy, but we'd been friends for a long time. This wasn't any abuse of power, it was all consensual. Yeah, if you guys were friends for a while, that's more understandable. She's very mentally unstable. All her old friends can tell you stories. Her exes hate her, her old friends hate her. Okay, I got the screenshots.
Oh my God.
What the heck is with all these crazy 14/15-year-olds?
guy.
Before we delve deep into the DMs, a few things become pretty clear. For one, Spoctor is obviously hiding the context of parts of the situation. In
Yup.
his hands, he's framing it as a cheating scandal.
And then eventually he would just tell her, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, like this has to do with the fact that I still have nudes of her when she was 13. Haha, lol, teehee. Silly Billy. Like, and she's like, oh, okay, hee okay, that's fine. And she only started shitting her pants when the fucking, like, Manus video came out, dude. God.
And playing his part as the
bitch.
sweet, innocent victim little baby. He even lies by omission saying that Spooter is 15, which is true at the time, but she was 14 when he was messaging her, which would obviously sound much worse. His guilt is evident from the way he talks about the situation. It's yet more confirmation of Spoctor's constant lies, and something to keep in mind through this first conversation. Ponder's reaction is pretty blasé though, all things considered. She's heard that Spoctor dated a mentally ill, socially isolated 15-year-old, and her reaction is to put more blame on the girl for being crazy, rather than Spoctor. Already, she's certainly putting him in the victim position, without even questioning Spoctor's side of it. Anyways,
I mean, listen, at least Spoctor is original. He's not saying, oh, I forgot. I don't remember that. I smoked weed. I don't remember any of this. At least he's original. At least he's original. Give him some credit, okay?
let's read on. I don't know. Send over the screenshots when you're good. Okay, never mind. The guy finally responded. What'd he say? They're trying to get police involved. Question mark? On what grounds? They're just trying to track me? I don't know. No idea. I've deleted
All this could have
all
been avoided. Well, here's the thing. When you're apparently Spoctor and you can't keep your dick in your pants and you have to hold on to child pornography, there was like no way this would have been avoided. This was like inevitable. This was just going to happen. Like, I don't know why in your fucking brain. Like, number one, you can say what you will about trading nudes and shit like that, right? Typically, when you break up with someone, you delete their fucking nudes. You don't pocket it for years to fucking jerk off to at your leisure. That typically doesn't happen, right?
Pictures
Most people don't
track
do that.
you, I guess. Well,
Especially-
even if they did manage to go to the cops, for
Especially when the nudes date back to when they were 13 years old. Freak.
one thing, the cops would
God.
want to see the entire chat. Maybe not all cops are super tech savvy, but they're usually very concerned about getting a conviction, so they're going to focus on elements of the case that would prevent that. Are the
Got
pictures in
dealt a bad
question
hand,
sexual in
yeah.
nature?
She got fucked
What do you mean?
with,
You said
like,
you
at every
deleted all the
turn.
pictures. What were the pictures? Yeah, sexual in nature.
Yeah,
okay?
sexual
Was
in
it both
nature.
parties sending pictures? Yes. Do you
Like
remember if
that
she asked for them?
fucking matters. Like that fucking matters, dude. Oh, was it both parties sending pictures? Like, why does that fucking matter? Why does that matter? I mean, I suppose. Well, it does. Well, hold on. Actually, no. It does make it worse. It would make it worse. It really revealing the fact that, oh yeah, she was 13, by the way. Lol. Like, when she was sending those fucking pictures. So no, yeah, I guess it does. But it's just like, I don't know, bro. Hold on. I'm being a nitpick, Andy. Hold on. I need to chill.
Of course, yeah. Okay, then she's falling into the same trap that Stories put herself in. If she were to go to the
Dude,
cops,
it's like, I cannot believe that's your fucking rationale. That's your rationale. It's like, oh yeah, we mutually exchanged nudes and I pocketed it. She was 13, by the way. So child pornography of a 13-year-old. Wow, this is just like Stories and fucking Pentagram. Fuck off. So stupid.
try and get you for that, she'd have to show the entire chat, which would
She's
just
like
expose her
so content brain. I'm pausing so much. She's like so fucking content brain. Like she's like, oh, this is just like that other YouTube drama. Not like, whoa, hold on. You have like child pornography, sir. Delete that now. Why the fuck are you telling me this? You're a fucking psycho.
asking for the same thing. Okay, I don't think this is how this works. If the minor is asking for stuff, that doesn't really excuse the whole... whatever. Any idea what state this person lives in? Oh,
Like,
wait, so is she
any,
going to bully?
any idea? What the fuck does this have to do with anything, dude? Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Dude, it's like, and she's not even a fucking, like, she's not even studying to become a lawyer. She's just like, she's, like, here's the thing. Lawyers can be evil, dirty fucking people. But they're doing it because they have a client that they are required to represent in the best way that they can. They, like, every lawyer is required to give their clients the best defense that they can get, right? And sometimes that makes lawyers have to do shitty things. Like not acknowledge, or not acknowledge, but like sort of like not mention certain details about a case to prime the jury with a certain idea of their client, right? Like they might mislead the jury in that sort of way, and that's fucking shitty, right? But it's like, they're a lawyer. They're getting paid to do that. That's their job. Ponder's not even getting paid. She's not even getting paid. She gets paid nothing to do this, and she's just going out of her way to basically be like, yes, Spoctor, this is how you deal with the situation. You smear her as a psychotic ex and get away with having possessed child pornography of a 13-year-old. Lol.
A police in training. Oh, okay, that's a tad telling, but alright. From some dude in a Discord server. That sounds suspicious as all hell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get over this period of my life now. How long ago did you guys share pictures? I'm 18. I gotta grow the fuck up. How long ago? Just after I turned 18 was the last time. So you sent pictures after you turned 18? No, I was kind of hesitant in that. But she sent something. Did you ask for her to send something? Stupid me. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem.
Stupid me, dude. God damn, dude. These fucking DMs are so fucking damning, bro. No fucking wonder she had no fucking wonder it was like pulling teeth to get these fucking DMs out of her, bro. It makes her look so fucking bad. That like Spoctor is basically like here, he's like revealing the whole game, and she's just like happily nodding along. It's like, oh, silly me, haha. Like, dude, oh my god.
More. I'm asking everybody their age before I talk to them. That's good at least. Okay, so
That's
from
good
what
at
I've told
least.
so far, the fact that you destroy the pictures is a good
Yeah.
thing. I'm not sure how things would be handled across country lines. I'm also not entirely sure if there's some law that protects minors who are in a relationship with another minor before one turns 18, and how the sending of pictures is covered under that.
Just ignore the fact that he's like openly admitting to having continually solicited and groomed this child into like keeping their mouth shut about his sexcapades with them, and the fact that he was holding on to child pornography. Like, yeah, totally. Yeah, just not worth acknowledging at all.
That it will be specifically your state laws that come into play here, so you might want to look into that. Alright, thanks Ponder. No worries, though seriously,
Ponder.
kid, you really got to stop with the online photos.
What a
Even with
homie.
people your age, you don't know who you can trust with stuff like that. And if you're going to keep growing your YouTube channel, stuff like that is definitely something you want to avoid. I understand.
There it is. There's Octomama. There's Octomama. Oh, you better behave, little Billy. You better behave, little... What's his fucking name? Colin? Colin, my child. You better behave. You better act your age. You know, you're gonna grow up someday. You're gonna be responsible. As she's, like, helping him fucking, like, bury a body. Like, and cover shit up. Lol. Fucking stupid.
I need to chill out. Impulsivity takes over me. It's in my
apparently.
blood. Maybe have a little sticky note on your computer screen to remind you when you get lost in something. Okay, dude, first off, that's advice.
Put a sticky note. Do not solicit child pornography from minors. Yes, that'll stop it. That'll do something. Yeah. Dude. Maybe Epstein wouldn't be as bad if he just had a sticky note on his fucking computer to tell him not to sex traffic children. Yes.
Is killing me. Put a sticky note to remind you. What's he gonna write there? Don't jerk it with kids? From these DMs, it's already kind of annoying how much Ponder is already putting on Spooder. Without even trying to contact her for a side of it, Ponder has inferred she's a crazy
Which is stupid because she went out of her way to contact people with the... Like, she went out of her way to contact Spoctor in relation to her video on him, but not reach out to Spooder. Why? Like... It's almost like she's a malicious shithead.
With tendencies of false accusers. I don't want to be too harsh because it's easy to be a hindsight Andy and look back on this with what we know now. She did not know all that we do.
It feels
But from what she
comedic.
did
Yeah, it
know,
feels.
her actions seem really puzzling and really biased. I understand a lot of context being taken out of it, but it seems as if she's taking Spoctor at
It's
his
just
every
silly.
word. The one time she does challenge him, he admits to getting nudes from a 15-year-old. Let's go ahead to the next set of messages, this time on the 16th of December. This was when Shy Girl was going around with information about Spoctor. Someone's trying to out me for that I talked to you about a couple of months ago. Checked back on the chat.
Wait, I didn't even fucking realize. I didn't even realize this was before the Manus video, bro. Oh my god. You literally have like no fucking excuse. There's like God has divinely fucking orchestrated this event for Ponder Sprocket to have fucking no excuses here. Holy fuck. Like or not just no excuses, but to like in the worst light possible. Like in the worst way possible, you have just fucked yourself. Like, you knew even before Manus did. Like, what are you doing?
Fresh. So this is about that person? Like, yes, but the kick is she's not the one accusing me. I'm legit now on good terms with—
Wait, so now it kind of makes sense why she wouldn't fucking talk about it to begin with. Because then she would have to mention, oh yeah, by the way, guys, I knew about this since before the Manus video, and I just didn't do anything about it. And I was kind of more or less coaching Spoctor and covering this up. So, like, no wonder she kept her mouth fucking shut, because if she were to reveal what she fucking knew, that would look bad. That would look really bad. So no fucking wonder. Now it kind of makes sense why she didn't fucking do anything about it.
With someone else is trying to get me on her behalf. Nothing has come of it yet, but I just wanted you to keep your eyes peeled. Turkey Tom DM me about it. Ah, okay then. It's dumb. I'm going to try and settle it privately and be done with it once and for all. I mean, usually people speaking on someone else's behalf when not asked to do so is XD. That's probably the best option. Keyword try. Apparently she hates me a lot. Why? And it's stated before that she wishes I would die.
I wonder why. I wonder why the
watch me
child
burn.
that I was grooming
What the
doesn't
fuck?
like me.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's because she had feelings for me and I didn't return them.
She must be a
Is
crazy
this person also a
bitch.
young teenager? Because that kind of sounds like a teenager's extreme. She's my age, 18 or 17. Not sure which one, I think 18. God, I'm just so not a fan of that. They didn't want to date
And
me,
he's
so
like
let me ruin
lying
them.
about her age. He's lying about her age, and then this would just be made clear. Like if she just watched— No, she did. What the fuck am I saying? She did watch the fucking Manus video. She knows he's fucking full of shit. Or at least at some point. No, dude, in the Fiendish Tavern, she's like admitting to like having watched the Manus video. So like I just don't know why the fuck.
Yeah, it really shows how invested you were in liking them as a person. XP. Ha, I'ma try. Fingers crossed that it goes well, man. They blocked me. ... I'm hoping you managed to screenshot/save the conversation leading up to that point. There was none. Image attachment. So there's at least an admittance that she's not listening to both sides. Oh my god. I can't even speak on the double standard that's being presented here. Yeah. Is she saying anything publicly? No. Alright, well, I guess at this point, if she's not saying anything publicly, the best course of action is to try and keep an eye on her. Maybe if you're aware of someone else who
Just
knows
weather
her,
the storm, Tiger. You got this. You got this. Octomama has your back, nigga. Don't worry about it, bro.
You know what kind of circle she runs in, you can contact people in those circles to try and either re-establish contact.
Oh my god, bro. Like, it's just so disgusting. So vile and disgusting. It's like, yes, continue to groom this minor into keeping their mouth shut, Spoctor. Yes, this is the plan. This is what you need to do.
Contact or try and hear what she's up to. I don't know her social media, but she's trying to get big YouTubers on it. Of course she is. God, like
of course she is.
Too. I
What a
imagine that's
bitch.
how Tom heard about it.
What a
yes,
bitch
that's how he
minor.
found out. Image attachment.
Trying
But
to
yeah,
reveal that they
we're
got
dealing with this type of
groomed
person.
by this
See if they
fucking
can get
YouTuber.
screenshots of the conversations where this girl admits that she hates you and wants to ruin you. That shows a premeditated bias. Bro, how are you speaking about premeditated bias when this conversation is so biased towards Spoctor already being on his side and talking about, oh, they don't want to listen to both sides, as if you made any attempt to
these
contact
ChatGPT
the other
profiles
side in the
like
previous
this, yeah.
conversation. I can't believe this. She's messy. Like, it's along the same lines as a certain someone going in and trying to craft evidence to fit her already decided narrative. I imagine we don't know exactly how much this girl has or what exactly she's trying to use. Image attachment. I know what she's trying to use, I just don't have the material itself. Image attachment. God, this was like a year ago. I'm gonna grab a screen—
After he shows the DMs, I just want to, dude, I want to explode. I want to fucking explode.
Shot of a bias. Is there any way to get an expanded version of these screenshots? Because it doesn't inherently showcase who she's talking to, and the context for the rest of the potential conversation is removed. Right. 2 image attachments. Damn. I wish I could add more context, but they're on my banned account. Oh, okay. You know any other server she might be in? I'm working with a mutual of hers, who she vented about me to a lot, and he hates her now, lol. Oh, pfft. So he can provide more screenshot context, I'm guessing, to really substantiate her dislike of you. Yes. Okay, that's good.
And like the way, like you might think that, oh, Ponder sounds like they're like an incompetent fucking 70-year-old YouTuber handling this situation and has like a very, very, very immature view of situations like this, right? In terms of like, well, my friends are good and the people that try to hurt them are bad. So that is just how I'm going to handle everything. She's like fucking 30. She's like 30 years old. She is one of the literal oldest people. She's older than Doodle Tones. She is fucking older than fucking Doodle Tones, bro. Like, dude.
I'm asking him specifically to nab the one of her saying she wants to take me down. Image attachment. There is this. What website is this on? Twitter. Email me about this. Ah, okay. But I never actually found the DM. I still have the email.
Commentary
okay, good. Keep
ACC.
that. Okay, so her Twitter is... Let me check. Likely. Oh, well, I found the DMs. Question mark. Image attachment, image attachment. I sent a DM and got blocked instantly. You should know, lots of people associate their level of happiness with you.
Wow, I wonder why.
I'm getting really bad vibes from that one line alone. Okay, well, screenshot all the DMs with that account, just to be sure. Even if it seems innocuous, having a full log is good. Image attachment. He came through. Not sure if implying you're an incel. XD. Lol. Speaking totally candid though, the wording for a few of this girl's messages does sort of make me think.
Dude, and you can't even argue that she's like, oh, she's trying to lull Spockter into a false sense of security for when she inevitably covers it. Which, by the way, we know she doesn't fucking out any of this information out and just kind of more or less just sits on it, right? But even if at the time that this was occurring, like, you don't even have that fucking excuse. You don't even have that fucking excuse because you're coaching him. You're coaching him on how to dodge it. You're fucking insane.
That she might not be entirely emotionally stable. She's not. Maybe go through as many of your accounts as you can and try to find any interactions you had with her. Even if most of it was on your deleted account, we might still be able to piece things together. If there's any sort of indication that she's unstable, and that's causing her to blame you / vilify you for things within her life, and that's her reasoning behind trying to go after you, at the very least it calls any sort of claim she might make into question. I'm not generally fond of that tactic, but in this case, it looks like that's actually probably a thing, and the possibility of it should not be ignored. Image attachment. Should I? Image attachment. If you're gonna message her, don't come out with anything that sounds potentially threatening. It might just spur her on, indicating that she has stuff in the past.
It might just spur her on to do what? To do what? Reveal the fact that your fucking best bud is a fucking child groomer and pedophile? Stupid, dude.
Something she could easily interpret as you threatening to reveal her past if she doesn't shut up about you, which she could potentially use against you. Should I clarify that I'll defend myself? Image attachment. Think. I want to get through to her. That's all my goal is. Okay, in that case, clarifying the potential need for defense might be a mistake. It could just cement in her mind that there's something you need to defend against. Try to be as open and receptive within the message as possible. And really lean on willingness to talk and hear what she has to say.
It just gets worse the more it goes on.
Isn't going to work well for either of us. I'm willing to talk things out though. There is just a huge gaping hole in her past that you want to dig out and I want to move past. You have my attention now. I'm here if you want closure. I will not yell and I'll talk with you. I've gone through a lot of changes now that I've left the circle of the internet, and I feel it's right for us to hear each other. Thoughts? Image attachment. Oh, youch. This doesn't prove much though. Yeah, that sounds good. Did her Twitter just? That's also so weird, seeing that this was from February, and yet she drew you fan art in January. What? Oh my god. Okay, well, screenshotting now. What? What happened? I have the page loaded already. I was on her Twitter already. Did she delete her Twitter? So even though it's gone now, I can use the loaded page. Maybe? Yes, well, give me a bit, I'll send stuff to you. Damn, she did. It's gone. If she did, then that's both good and bad, because now she has no surface-level digital footprint. Yeah, anyways,
yeah, Trump was Potter was actually an informant.
I couldn't see her tweets and replies, nor could I go into her media. But there was at least one fan art piece from January that was seen, and another from earlier, which wouldn't have been included. Also, Dulu says hi. Hi, Dulu. Ponder then sends...
Dude, and she's doing this all while in a fucking Discord VC with a fucking minor. This fucking bitch. This fucking bitch, bro. I can't decide who's worse, Ponder or Doodle Tones. I genuinely can't decide who's fucking worse here. Right? Like, holy fuck, dude.
A media file link to a file named 2019-12-16 underscore 19-06-42.mov.
I mean, well, fucking, Doodle has more collateral. She has more, like, collateral damage. Like, she's caused more harm to more people, I think. But even still, like, Ponder's still a malicious fucking piece of shit. You gotta finish that damn video, dude. It'll be out when it's out. It'll be out when it's out. It'll be done definitely in October. Definitely October. Early October. Cause I already have the first part done. I already have the first part. I have the diaper jihad part done.
Link into my browser, and it still actually works, and there's a recording link to it. Here's that recording.
Recording. Done.
I mean, well, speaking of doodle tones, I might as well pause and just say this right now before it slips my mind. No fucking wonder doodle tones reached out to fucking Ponder in regards to the George situation. No fucking wonder. No wonder why. Because the more I hear about Ponder's involvement with Spoctor, I'm like, wow, that sounds a lot like the George Raccoon shit. Like, all over again. Wow. Crazy how history, like, literally repeats itself within, like, fucking months of it happening. Because this was in, like, God, when was this? This was, like, 2019, right? Hold on. Fuck. This shows the DMs, bro. I'm fucking stupid. This was in 2019. This was, like, during the George Raccoon shit. December. Wait, December? No, yeah. December of 2019, bro. Dude, like...
42.mov. Surprisingly, I entered this link into my browser, and it still actually works, and there's a recording link to it. Here's that recording.
Like, Doodle Tones' stream was in either November or October. So, actually, no, the George shit happened before this, but, like, still, like... Dude, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Dude, maybe Doodle Tones... maybe Doodle Tones gave Ponder an idea. It's like, wait, I could just smear the victims as liars? What? That's a good idea. Maybe we should do that with Spoctor.
Recording. Done.
Oh my god. Doodle... No, the other way around. The other way around.
We'll just scroll through
Ponder was a apprentice of Doodle, actually. Dude,
Spank
my
me, mommy.
god.
I've been a bad Nazi. All right.
What?
That was one of her tweets.
No, I know that, but like, why though?
I don't know.
Why does this person like the things that I like?
Okay. So I think we can mostly probably just go to 2017. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's as far down as I can go.
That's it.
All right. So can I see tweets and replies? Nope.
People.
Can I go back?
People
nope.
I hate are not allowed to like the things that I like.
That's all we got.
Spoctor, thank you. Ponder. Here's the recording of the Twitter. Figured it would be easier than screenshotting. Alright, here you go. I request you don't interact
Before
with
you
it
finish
unless you
the horror
have to,
game,
but I felt
bro,
like you'd want to
leave me
see when
the
they try to
fuck
strike me.
alone.
You can give me personal thoughts if you wish, but yell them out. And then Spoctor sends Ponder
I'll do
a
it
drive
eventually.
link titled accusations.mp4, and that signifies the end of this conversation. Again, this is all-
Okay, I need to fucking pee. So I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll play music and fucking shit. Whatever. Bruh. What? I just noticed the thing crashed. How long has this not been working? Are you serious? Why? Oh my god, a fucking course Ace is streaming. Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Stealing my swag. Stealing my fucking swag, bruh. Why isn't it working? Are you serious? Hold on. I need to fix this. PNG. I don't know why the fuck it crashed. Is it working? Bruh? Bruh? Chungus? There? Dude, what? Okay, there we go. Jesus. Alright. I need a little pee-pee break. Well, I like this song. Dude, this fucking song fucks. All right, back to the fucking pedo drama.
Ponder gathering evidence for Spock in preparation and coaching him on how to respond so he doesn't annoy her. She's directly advising him on how to respond. I mean, she says Shy Girl doesn't sound emotionally stable, and then coaches Spock on how to find her being emotionally unstable to smear her credibility. Spock and Ponder were so intertwined on this particular issue that he sent his pre-prepared defense
Dude, look at
video
that posture. It
against
looks like he's
allegations,
leaning.
which
He's
I didn't
like
even know
leaning
fucking
forward so
existed
much.
until now. And that's telling. On at least the 30th of December 2019, Ponder was aware of Manus' video. In the DM, she seems to agree with the take that what Spock was doing was bad, presuming she didn't already see it in these lost images. But put yourself in Ponder's position for a second. You've been talking to Spock, knowing he has new allegations long before this video came out. Spock came into your DMs, asking for advice, and you gave it. You knew that Spock solicited nudes from this underage girl, and that she was some mentally ill, socially isolated teen, facing an 18-year-old prone to impulsive e-sex. But you brush that off and say it's another warning, another learning moment. Spock then asks you to help, and you advise him on how to handle and smear the typical crazy ex. Then a video comes out that shows Spock admitting his crimes to this girl, as well as his sexual conversations when he had turned 18, and him admitting to crushing a flash drive. You later learn that Spock admitted to having sexual pictures of her when she was 13 on that flash drive. Spock has been far more of a freak than you ever imagined. He lied to you to obscure that, and now he's begging you for another conversation. What do you do? Well,
obviously, fucking nothing. You do nothing, and you just let it. You let whatever happens, and throw your hands up in the air and act like you bear no fucking responsibility for fucking anything. Despite the fact this guy literally told you that, yes, I am a pedophile. I have child porn on my computer. Thank you for telling me how to fucking continually groom this child and to keep their mouth shut.
Seriously, don't talk about it publicly, and let Spock back into your personal server.
Stupid.
Let me introduce you all to the Fiendish Cavern. This was a private Discord server.
And then Chuli's apparently going to make a video about the Fiendish Cavern, right? I don't think it's going to come out anytime soon, though. But
and ran by Pond Sprocket, and essentially a hangout for her and her friends.
I cannot fucking wait for FCK Part 3! Part 3! FCK Part 3, guys. Holy fuck. You had the first one, then you had fucking Cloud Palace, and now you have this dumbass shit.
When Manus' video on Spock first came out, an emergency call was summoned on the server on January 3rd, 2020. The creators involved were Feghost, Junkie, Ponder Sprocket, Ellie Momeli, Caden Monroe, Chaos55T, Manga Kamen, and V Omega. In this call, all these people were told of Spock admitting to having illegal material, and they came away from the whole situation thinking they could not defend this. We don't have the call recorded, but Manga Kamen's chat messages, as he had no mic, tell the whole story. Okay, we need to talk about something. I could use some help in here. What happened? Spock actually did a bad. I'm trying to keep myself calm right now. Thankfully, I'm listening to music. ... Sighs. God. Today's been a rollercoaster of emotions. Jesus Christ. My mic's not working for some reason, but Jesus Christ. I do not blame the anger, Ponder. Well, thanks for that quick summary. Slaps forehead, shakes head. Well, that's an interesting way to start the year. Yup, well, what we can do is address...
Gulp shucks! That's an interesting way to start the year. Guh. Fucking dipshit.
...it fully. Yup. I do think that what we should do is publicly say that we cannot defend this.
Who said that? Oh, Manga Kamen. Guys, maybe we should not defend this. Actually, me, Ponder Sprocket, I think we should just do fucking nothing. Lol. We should do fucking nothing with this information. Lol.
I do think that what we should do is publicly say that we cannot defend this. I'm not saying same. Cut that down. Nell. Give me a sec. Trying to calm myself down. What? I saw it already like a few days ago. Their new comment literally is them saying, don't let the CC know this. You'll be a victim of their antics when they come at you. They can't accept the proof. Also, I have Spock's old/deleted account added to my friends list. The said deleted user does not match up with his. His deleted icon was bright teal and goes by different colors.
Oh, this is Chaos55T. Dude, I remember, dude, Akumu likes mentioning this fucking guy. He did some weird fucking shit. Didn't he? Like, he had some weird shit going on in his fucking Discord server.
Code. Chaos.
I can't remember, though.
He did it. I have it confirmed that he did it. I told her it's fine. Ah, okay. Oh, yikes. The other person in this group chat was Julie, who I'm not going to be as harsh on because she was under 18 at the time, and also the person who eventually blew the whistle on this all. Gave me all the information, which I really appreciate. It isn't just that aspect, though, of whistleblower immunity. I think it's much harder for most people under 18 to handle situations of this nature.
Especially, you also have to consider, and I think he mentions this, but like Julie was surrounded by a bunch of people she looked up to, a bunch of like massive content creators in her eyes. who she looked up to. Like she was naive as fuck, and you really can't blame her for not having done anything with this information, right? You really can't. Like she was just like she wasn't a wee little baby. She was like fucking 16 or 17 around this fucking time, right? So, but at the same time, she's known Ponder since she was 14, and has come to trust Ponder's instincts as the guiding figure, adult Octomama in this whole fucking community, right? So it's like, you really can't blame her for just like basically being like, okay, Ponder, yeah, sure, you're the adult in this situation. I trust your judgment, right? You really can't blame her.
Anyways, from what we can see, it seems as if everyone pretty much knew this was wrong. They all seemed like they couldn't defend this. But as Truly told me, no one wanted to make the first move. Everyone here was very much in Ponder's orbit and took the follow the leader mentality. And I guess tunes change, as evident from Truly being seemingly sent over to—
Which is just fucking pathetic on everyone else's end, because they're all fucking adults, dude.
Parlay with Spoctor on the 12th of February. Hellos, Yuki adult talk.
The more that he let out, huh?
So this is very awkward to say.
Well, because he was in the call, like this was a call happening, and we only know what was going on in this call because Manga Common didn't have a mic and he was typing in the fucking chat.
And I don't even know if I'm using my best judgment in telling you this, but I think it'd be better if you know beforehand. But back when that was happening last month, she was having a really hard time thinking of what to do and went to FC about it. She in this conversation is Ponder Sprocket. So we kind of all know what happened. But FC? Fiendish Cavern, the server. Oh yeah. We all agreed that, like, it was bad, but we all thought it was best that you weren't, like, persecuted for it. I figured as such.
And Manga Comment has already, like, apologized for this. Like, yeah, again, coincidentally, you were in the presence of fuckery, and you just didn't do anything. You didn't say anything. You're just kind of just like, well, not my circus. Like, dude, you're an accountability commentator, right? You, at the time of this, you were making videos calling people like fucking Creepshow R out, and you didn't think it to say anything about this? You didn't think to say or do anything about this? Come on, bro. Like, I'm not saying you should pull a Lyle Conway and like, we didn't have a Senate call. We didn't get Spoctor in here and have a bunch of fucking autists scream at him or some shit, right? Like, I'm not saying that, but like, fucking talk about it. Talk about it. Share the information, spread it. It's like, dude, this guy's a lying scumbag. Fuck this dude. And he's a pedophile, right? Child groomer. Like, dude, why the fuck did you just sit on this information?
Sure she'll let you back in, but I just wanted to let you know, instead of you finding out on your own and being really confused and worried. Who is able to let me in? Only Ponder. I can let her know right now if you want me to. Yeah, go ahead. Alrighty. Okie dokie, I went ahead and let her know. God, my anxiety always spikes when the topic is brought up. I'm sorry. It's fine. And so they let Spoctor back into the server and welcomed him back with open arms. I survived. The lizard is back from the war. The war in my mind is still in action. PTSD is a hell of a drug. Haha, good one. Oh geez, there's quite a bit of people in here I know. Welcome back to hell. Here's your hell card, have a good time. Didn't even collect his kneecaps for the tax. Tisk tisk. And that's how it stayed. Spoctor was around in the server, his career remained mainly untouched. And that's because the people involved didn't want to—
They just did like, not like the Manus video, just like they had the ability to like blast this and like share the truth and like just fucking did nothing. And the Manus video just kind of trickled out, kind of sprinkled out into fucking thin air. Got fucking Thanos snapped out of the fucking algorithm and nobody talked about it. Holy fuck.
Put out the information.
I'm dipping, or I see you up.
In the server,
I'm gonna give some credit. Could have been some deer in the headlights shit, but to counter that, he had like direct access to everything he could have needed to put them on blast. He didn't even need to do that. He didn't. It's not like Manga Common should have made a video about it. Like, no, well, not even that. Like, just, I don't know, bring attention to the Manus video. The video, someone already made a video exposing this information. Just bring attention to that. Someone else already did it, right? You can be a complete coward pussy and be like, well, I don't want to catch any flack. I don't want to catch any fucking shade, right? I don't want to have the responsibility of making a fucking YouTube video and getting all the information right. Just point to another video. Someone already did it. Somebody already covered the fucking situation, right? And they're not getting any views. They're not getting any attention, right? Dude, it's stupid. Like the work was already done. It was already done. It's just like they were just like, nah. I won't do anything about this actually. stupid. God. Fuck. What a metaphorical Epstein Island, yup.
Sentiment was clear. What Spoctor did was bad, but he shouldn't be persecuted online by publishing this information. This wording is idiotic, and I sometimes think it's influenced by past events, because immediately putting Spoctor in the position of the victim is crazy. The callouts would not be persecution, it would be protection for others. Let's acknowledge the other factors into play here. Spoctor was an art commentary channel with over 100,000 subscribers at the time. He primarily made videos on communities filled with children, like Gacha Life or the animation meme community. The girl he dated was a mentally ill and socially isolated 14-year-old who he had kept her nudes of from the year before. She was a fangirl of his, and he was still in contact with her. Even later down the timeline, there are still more red flags that should have been acted upon. In 2022, Spoctor opened up and ran a server for minors recovering from an online cult. He ran this public server with a former member of the cult.
Dude, and this was after all this fucking shit. It's like, these people know. It's like, well, disgusting freak. Actually, you shouldn't, like, appoint yourself as, like, an authority figure on this fucking bullshit. And, you should, like, not talk to minors and not, like, and nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. Nobody said anything, dude. Oh my god.
Who was a minor, whom he became incredibly close with. My question is, where do you draw the line? In my opinion, I feel that Ponder needs to be held on the same level that Junkie and Fagos have been for the situation.
He made like a tweet or like a community post already addressing this. Like, he's not gonna make a fucking video
about the situation far before even Manus knew what a Spoctor was, and seemed to view it all as just silly drama. There was not even any attempt to contact the other party, just a full belief of Spoctor's word. Then she helped in a move to smear and discredit the people bringing this up, and when it finally came out that Spoctor wasn't as perfect as he had been, and had obscured some of the facts to her, she failed to act, and even let him back into her server. As much as you want to have a go at Truly, Ponder, who was much older than her, had the final say. She was the only person who could invite people into the server. She even continued to have conversations with Spoctor privately for at least another year. Even if you don't think that these people were obligated to put this out against Spoctor when he was still active,
the
why
work
didn't she
was
tell
already
people
done,
after
though.
he'd already
Like,
been
that's the
exposed?
thing.
Why is it that after Lyle Convoy asked her about the conversation with Spoctor, she only revealed one part of this, the call they had after the Junkie Fagos call? To be clear, she was holding onto vital information, which is still new looking back today. Remember, Spoctor's main defense to others was that he was still a minor when it happened.
So it just took place between when you were 16 and 17.
And she was 13, and Stu at 14, and she's 15 now.
Yeah. So now you don't have any involvement with any kind of, like, any of that stuff?
Not minors, no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Not with anybody under the age of 18. Fuck no. Because I'm 18 now, I gotta be a fucking adult. Even if they're 17, it's still like, no.
If it was just between you guys when you were like 3 years
Minors.
apart, minors.
Yes. But yeah, when I was a minor, I had a lot of flings with other minors. I mean, I'm stupid like that.
Like, I'm stupid
But
like
I'm
that.
18. I'm strictly 18 plus. Okay.
Except for the one.
That's it.
Except for the
Literally,
one.
People like I don't even make friends with minors anymore.
Why would Ponder stay quiet, offer the silent retweet to Lyo's videos, and slink back into the shadows? Why wasn't any step taken to handle this beforehand? And why did she never tell Lyo after everything was already done? It's striking going back to his video and seeing the comments. Again, disgusted at Spoctor's constant attempts to contact Ponder like a dog
30 years
humping a
old,
leg.
by the way.
But the reality is that Ponder defending him was just the logical next step in their conversations. Sometimes I forget that she's not young like everyone else in this community, and she's approaching her 30s by now.
I literally
But
just
that brings
said
up
that.
an entirely new perspective. Maybe Ponder just thought what Spoctor was doing was all fine. You may remember Ponder's first Spoctor video from 2018 going at his false allegations. In my first video, I gave this video props for establishing suspicion and giving Spoctor a lifeline. What I didn't mention is that whilst the video seems fairly consistent, the lows it has are abysmal. For example, this amazing clip, which might give her new light, to her surprise at how these new 14, 15-year-olds were acting. Back in her day of 2018, they were way easier.
And even then, Spoctor is talking to one of his peers. He's talking to another teenager. I had teenage friends in high school who were younger than me that I had dirty and silly conversations with. I still have friends younger than me, some in high school, who like having gross and sometimes sexually gross conversations because it's fun to joke about that stuff. Spoctor was 16 at the time of these conversations. He turned 16 a month before this screenshot was taken. A 16-year-old is allowed to flirt with a 13-year-old. I actually told my mom about how so many people thought
It's
a
just so
16-year-old
obviously
flirting with a
retarded.
13-year-old was pedophilia, and she couldn't believe how dumb that was.
Like, the part that you're leaving out, though, the part... Well, to be fair, in her original video, it was, like, the allegations were, like, the allegations that were being pushed by Stories, and Pentagon were false. But it's, like, the thing that... The justification is, like, well, actually, even if he did do that, who the fuck cares? Like, wait, what? Like, no. Like, that's kind of fucky, right? Like, he is, like, having sexually salacious conversations with these like minors who are like, you can say it's not pedophilic. It's definitely fucking gross, and you shouldn't be doing that, right? Like, we could quibble over that all fucking day. It doesn't change the facts. Stupid.
When a different person who was 13 years old was venting to him, he told them, go touch yourself or something then to them. A 13-year-old. Why the hell would you say that to a 13-year-old?
Considering the knowledge of this is coming to us not from the actual conversation, but from someone's recounting of the conversation, I would like to posit that he was joking to lighten the mood, or that they misunderstood.
He was just
Also, shut
joking.
up. I did that at 13. Grow up.
Here's probably the worst clip from this entire video. I actually felt I needed to include it in my first one. For context, Spoctor is facing an allegation that apparently he was 16 and acting really weird with a 12-year-old. Ponder's defense isn't to just say this claim is completely baseless. No. Her approach is that if this happened, this is all actually legal and normal, and
like,
12-year-olds
what?
and 16-year-olds are in the same age range.
Instead of Spock being the mature one, just saying stop it to a 12-year-old, he lets her basically give him boners and shit. Are you kidding me? The 12-year-old was hitting on him? Something that is legal. This is actually,
It's actually legal. Actually, no, it's not. Actually, no, it's not. Well, hold on. You would still, I'm pretty sure minors do, like, you can get fucked for doing that, right? Even if you are a minor, right? It's just you won't be put on the sex offender registry. Like, you'll likely be given, like, a plea deal where, like, you won't be put on the sex offender registry or some shit. Like, we have, like, Romeo and Juliet laws that sort of, like, protect you from, like, being held to the full account of the law. But, it's still illegal. It's still against the law, dipshit. Like, no.
is actually natural. Younger teens tend to be attracted to older teens because they're more physically and mentally developed. You know,
So the minor was asking for it. Hold on, dude. I just noticed. Stupid.
Of pedophilia. Guys, the legal defining trait of a pedophile, and I've discussed this before in my Spawn of Cringe video.
By the way, there is no legal defining trait of a pedophile. It's a diagnosis. It's a retard. It's a diagnosis. The legal definition of pedophilia. There is no legal definition of pedophilia. It's stupid. Fuck. God.
Y'all didn't have a problem with it there, you don't get to fucking pick and choose. Is someone who is at least 16 years of age and whom is sexually attracted to those at least 5 years younger than them. Was Spoctor actually looking at the 12-year-old? Was he seeing them?
Yes, he was.
Was he getting turned on
Yes, he was.
by their appearance?
Yes.
Or was he getting turned on because someone was feeding into his kink?
Dude. It's so fucking retarded. It kind of reminds me of that fucking, that Mr. Girl hypothetical or whatever the fuck. He's like, you know, I don't even want to explain it, but it just reminds me of that Mr. Girl fucking bullshit where it's like, if a child was, dude, it's so gross. It's so disgusting. You know what? No, I'm not going to get it. It's fucking gross, dude. But it's like, that is not what's being described, right? Like, a child being flirty and sexual towards an adult, you should still, like, know better. Well, hold on. He's technically not an adult, right? But I think you would have, like, the penance. Is that the right word? Penance? No, not penance. What is you would have the resolve. You know, the physical willpower to, like, not engage with a fucking 12-year-old like that. You know, like, I'd like to think even teenagers have a bit of control over their impulses, right? At least a little bit. Dude, come on. Her take radiates Mr. Girl. No, yeah, it kind of does. It's like, well, you can't blame him. The minor was asking for it. Like, oh my God, dude.
People who are sexually attracted to children are sexually attracted to a lack of sexual development features. Someone in Spoctor's legal age group feeding into his kink either audibly or with text.
16 and 12 is not like that. That is not an age group. That is not an age group. When I was 16 years old, I wasn't going to school with fucking 12-year-olds. When I was 16, I was in high school. A 12-year-old is in fucking middle school. Dipshit. Oh my god.
Isn't him being attracted to a child. Holy! This is twisting the narrative to the nth degree.
This video has over 1 million views, by the way. I would say these are all unfair to bring up, considering this video was made 7 years ago, but as of a few months ago, Ponder is still parsing comments that praise the video and how good it is, so that only makes me think she still stands by these arguments to this day. It's worth making clear that the only reason we have these DMs is because Ponder relinquished them, but that was after 5 years and took a confrontation from Chuli and Lyle Convoy for it to ever happen. I should also note I obviously don't think Ponder is a
I want to hear
pedophile or
that
a
call
groomer
so
or a
badly.
predator. Moving on to Junkie and Fegos.
You have no idea how badly I want to hear that call. I want to hear that call so fucking badly. You have no idea. You have no clue. I want to hear that call so fucking badly, dude.
They're freaks. Been kind of proven. Next.
Yep.
As for the other people on the server, I think the criticism is mostly fair. I mean, they got confirmation of evidence and claims that were already public at the time. And these people should also hold some responsibility for the fact that Spoctor was welcomed back in with open arms into the server. I want to make it clear, Manga Kamen has since issued a response document and apology video about the whole situation. Ellie Momeli also stated she was very briefly in this call. I think this section mostly applies to Ellie and Manga Kamen, actually.
No, yeah, that's a great fucking point to bring up. It's like, this is just indicative of, like, chronic, like, terminally online fucking bullshit. I just, like, and what fucking reality do you live in where 16 and 12 is the same age group? Like, you are fucking mentally ill. You are actually mentally ill. Like, oh my god. Be fucking for real.
That screenshot has already been run off and exposed as some kind of a sexual degenerate. Alright, listen, we're getting off topic. I want to stick to the theme of Spoctor as closely as possible. For full transparency, let's look at some of the more miscellaneous claims here about who knew. When Lyle Convoy's video finally came out, one person who did reveal everything that he knew was just a robot, or at least everything that he knew according to him. Jar revealed that he had seen Manus' video when it came out, but had no idea of the flash drive or any allegations beforehand. He felt the video was weak because of the
As if the flash drive fucking is a significant difference. Like, what are you talking about, Jar?
lack of verifying evidence and age checks, and actually wrote and edited an entire video going at these new false Spoctor allegations. He was only stopped when he actually told Spoctor he was making a video, and Spoctor basically shat himself, not wanting any attention.
Dude, I pointed this out before in, like, other people's comments when they were covering this, but I just find it so fucking funny that even Spoctor, like Spoctor had, like, some degree of clairvoyance where he knew. It's like, dude, he's like, he heard Jar was gonna make a video. It's like, no, don't cover me, bro. You're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna make me sound worse. You're gonna actually, like, you're gonna Streisand affect my fucking accusations into reality, and I'm gonna be known as a fucking freak pedophile. Do not cover me, bro. So stupid.
Come to those allegations. The issue was that Jar already had a video editing sponsor on the video, so Spoctor filled in on short notice and edited an entire video for him. Again, it's telling how far Spoctor would go to minimize attention towards that video. As for Jar, though he seems to be known nowadays for his defenses of nonces, I don't really have any info that he knew anymore. He seems to be very much at the scene of the crime. On the other end, Turkey Tom is a name both mentioned outright in the DMs with Ponder and in Manus' original
Tom was
video.
like 17
the
around
Ponder
this
DMs
time.
seem to paint an idea that the victim came to Tom with some information and he informed Spoctor. The Manus video says that Manus went to Tom, and Tom then confronted Spoctor. When researching my original video, I asked Tom if Manus and Shael sent information to him, and he said that whilst he did remember being cordial with Spoctor back in the day, he didn't remember anything about having a conversation about his allegations.
Which is like, yeah, like it was more so Turkey Tom heard through the grapevine what was going on and did the actual fucking thing, which is like reach out to, like, he reached out to Spoctor. I don't know, did he reach out to Spooter? I mean, then again, Tom was like 17, right? Like it's the same thing with Chuli. It's like you can't really hold him to like a higher to like the standard of like the adults that were in this situation. Like, sure, Tom probably should have gone the whole way and actually looked into the fucking shit, because like what was there was like a fucking like a landmine that would explode someone's fucking career into fucking like ash and glory. But yeah. You did not just do this. Okay. I was gonna fucking say, dude. No, you're fucking just back up. Just back up. Back up completely. Holy shit. Only Jar could make a parking ticket into a death penalty. Yeah, true.
If Tom knew is that we have no DMs of Tom's. We don't know what he knew or what was shown by Manus or Spoctor.
Bro, ain't
Tom
no
could have
Saul
gotten a
Goodman,
ton of
bro.
evidence and a confession, or a simple note in silence. When looking at this kind of stuff, I'm always trying to keep to the mindset of beyond a reasonable doubt,
it's not
and I
Saul
can't tick
Goodman.
that box here. Hey, it's Future Toastify here. Sometime after editing this video, someone managed to retrieve the actual image attachments from those DM exports. Hence why in the readout I have to edit
Oh
them
my
properly
god,
up.
why
One
did
of
you
them that
just
was extracted was this DM between Turkey Tom and Spoctor, where Tom seems to be a sort of middleman between Shy Guy and Spoctor, trying to
Okay,
set
no,
up a
so he
conversation.
was. So Tom did actually reach out to both parties. That's interesting. Dude, who the fuck is driving this fucking car? Grandma? Holy fuck, dude. Jesus.
Between them. This is more, but still not much because we don't know what he was told here. We don't know the basis on what he's setting up this conversation for. I had another conversation with Tom, and he stated vague memories of what he heard about Spoctor before. He said that he still couldn't remember a conversation with Spoctor about his allegations, but acknowledged that Spoctor and Manis both saying it, as well as these DMs, signifies that there was a conversation about something. He just doesn't know what. He outright denied knowing anything about Spoctor messaging Spooder or having her nudes on his flash drive.
Yeah.
Again, I can't in good faith nail him if I'm not 100% sure he knew. It's worth noting that just like with Julie, Tom was around 17 at this time, and wasn't anywhere as close with him as others were. When researching, I also heard Harley TBS's name come up as someone associated with Fly Die Sky, one of the people who claimed to know about the accusations, and when I asked Harley, they said they only heard of it when Lyra released his video. Harley noted that they were friends with Fly Die Sky a while ago, but didn't hear anything, even though Spoctor and Fly Die Sky were both in Harley's private server. Again, there's no supporting proof or testimony to suspect Harley, so there's really not a lot to say.
Yeah, no.
It's no secret that this video's focus has mostly been on Ponder, and it's hard to shy away from such a subject with how much has been given. It was never the intention, I always just wanted to make a Spoctor video.
It's really hard to ignore the fact that Alan Dershowitz was writing up fucking dissertations about how having sex with underage minors is actually not as bad, right? When he's defending Jeffrey fucking Epstein. Like, it's kind of hard to ignore that. Yeah?
Seemed like a natural next step after Birdie, but I feel like I can't ignore the amount of ignorance, seemingly willful negligence that was put out here. And what was it all for? Everyone seems to have unanimously agreed that what Spoctor did was bad, so why not let nature take its course? The most generous theory is that it seems a lot of these creators had a long-lasting suspicion from Spoctor's last allegation. Spoctor was the perpetual victim, and he seemed to embody that sort of mentality as time went on. It became a sort of apathy towards it all. It's kind of a living testament how false allegations harm real victims.
Fuck.
As for Ponder, I've said it before, but I really don't know if there's any coming back from this, at least for me. It's the fact that she knew what Spoctor had done and still invited.
Dude, and imagine being Ponder in this situation too, right? Not to show any sympathy. Like when I say this, it's not to drive any sympathy. Fuck her. She absolutely, she made her bed. Now you're gonna fucking lay in it. It's dumbass bitch. But like, she's made a living off of YouTube content, and because of her negligence, that is now gone. She now has to get a real fucking job. She's basically in Doodle Tones' position where it's like, now you have to work. Now you actually have to get a fucking job and work in the real world. How terrifying is that? And literally all because you couldn't just apply fucking common sense to these situations. Like, what a fucking dipshit. You had everything. You had everything. Everything. It's almost like a Bo Black-ism, right? It's like you had the easiest job in the fucking world, and you fumbled it because you couldn't do basic, like, common sense shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? God.
Invited him back to a personal server. It's the fact that these pieces of information,
like, it just shows their
Spoctor trying to
fucking
smear Shy Girl,
incompetence.
Spoctor confirming he got nudes before he turned 18, Spoctor describing the girl as mentally ill and socially isolated. These were important pieces of information, and Spoctor's career should have blown up long before it did. Even after the fuse was lit and he's already gone, Ponder didn't even come out with it either, and was even asked about it directly. I mean, the messages are right there. I understand that as time has gone on, Ponder may have drifted away from the internet, but is it really that much of a hassle to just scroll up a little? Ask yourself this one thing. What possible advantage would there be to hold on to this? I keep asking myself if Ponder's motive was blind friendship, pure self-preservation, or just apathy to something she didn't think was a problem. Listen, we could go on about Ponder all day, talk in depth about FC.
It's like pulling the pin on a primed grenade and just carrying it around until it falls out of your hand. Like, Jesus Christ, what a stupid fuck. Dumb fuck.
or Akumu or Feghost or stuff like that, but my intention going into this was to make a Spoctor video, and that's where my stop is. However, I'm obligated to note that the Ponder stuff will probably be spinning into its own kind of hole. Julie is currently working on a much more expansive video regarding Ponder that goes far deeper into her behavior and the Fiendish Tavern server. From what I've heard, it's a pretty sizable chunk of whatever's coming out. As for me, this is where I hope my sort of Spoctor series...
Julie, I have a feeling like, well, I don't want to set my expectations too high, to be fair. But I feel like Julie's video is just gonna be the fucking death knell. Like Ponder's credibility is thoroughly fucking tarnished. Most of the community fucking hates her and sees her for the fucking crook that she is. But this video is just gonna be like there will be nothing left. There will be nothing left of this fucking bitch's career after this fucking shit, dude. And again, it's like rightfully deserved, rightfully so. It's like you had the easiest shit in the world. The motherfucker showed up to your DMs and basically gave you the smoking gun to shoot him in the head. And you just did nothing. You just like sat on it and did nothing. Why? He literally admitted, like it just baffles me. It fucking baffles me. It's like, did that fucking 2019 video mean that much to you? Ponder. It's a fucking YouTube video. It's not your child. Like, you can admit that you can admit that you were wrong to like well, not necessarily wrong to defend him because the allegations were genuinely false at the time. But it's like it's not like you're sacrificing any credibility by exposing this guy for being the fraudster that he is. Like I can't imagine what in your fucking head makes you think that you just like not do anything with this. You just not do anything with this information. Other than you're just so ego driven. You're so egocentric. You didn't want to make a video shitting on the guy that made your fucking career, basically. Like or just severe incompetence, right? Severe incompetence and ineptitude. Like either fucking way, it's just like you have like no fucking excuse. And her apology, well, to be fair, she might have some room to recover it. Her apology better be one of the best apologies ever in the history of, like, mankind. Like, this apology better make me fucking cry. Like, it be that fucking good. Like, you have so much to fucking atone for before you even fucking consider making fucking content in this fucking sphere ever again. And it's not to say that she can't. It's not to say, like, we should mass flag Ponder Sprocket. Like, just to be fucking clear, right? Like, I'm not saying people should flag her, but, like, she can't expect to have the respect that she had beforehand. Or the views. Like she should anticipate having jar numbers, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, you should anticipate being at the same viewership of fucking jar right now. Like, get ready for that. Like, you will have nothing if you cannot fucking properly and amply address this fucking shit. Right? That isn't just blaming your actions on some fucking, like, drug or some sort of fucking memory problems. Like, fuck off.
Ends. It's fascinating how just as Ponder made a career by saving Spocters, dredging up Spocter's career may have killed Ponder's. History's got a funny way of working out things. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay toasty.
Damn, dude. Well, I already went on the fucking end video rant. Anyways, fuck Ponder Sprocket. Burn in hell. Rot in hell, bitch. God, the George shit still. Like, it's just, obviously, you know, recency bias. Like, you know, I'm fucking more familiar with the George stuff. And, like, I'm obviously going to draw comparisons to it. But it's like, I just can't, like, what in your fucking head compels you to, like, be like, yes, I'll smear the minors that got groomed as, like, fucking malicious actors or just jaded exes, right? To try and silence them. It's like, what do you have to gain? It's so nonsensical. It makes no fucking sense. I don't even have, like, proper words. Like it's just so incoherent. Jesus. She brings out the band and does I won't defend pedos again shuffle, yeah. It's like I don't know. Maybe a response video isn't the best. I think what should happen, if she genuinely wants to get over this fucking mountain, she needs to, like, it's almost, I kind of see the point of Senate. You know, I'm starting to see, it's like, you need to show up on a live stream of your biggest critics and just get grilled for like 4 hours. Like, that's what Toastify did when he fucked up with whatchamacallit, with Doc on the radio. When he fucked up with the Doc on the radio shit and he didn't speak about it earlier, right? He went in and he took his fucking lashes. He He owned up to his fucking bullshittery. He owned up to his fucking mistakes. And then that's it. Right? That's it. You can't really ask more of a guy after that, right? But again, like I said earlier, the thing that makes her fucking worse than Toastify is that the fact that she's been running away from this shit, trying to hide it, trying to obfuscate it, trying to delete shit, hide comments of you co-signing George's videos, thinking that you're fucking clever, right? And then jumping in a Discord call to yell at Susie about it to try and act like that you didn't co-sign the fucking video. To try and protect your own fucking ass. Like, fuck off. Vicious fucking bitch. God. Anyways. 6:30, bruh. I don't even know. Do I want to watch Jar? Or, I mean, you said Cartoon She. Someone said Cartoon She made a fucking video about Jar. Just a robot. Oh, it's only 9 minutes?
Okay, so I'm technically still on break, so apologies.
I don't even know who Cartoon She is, to be honest. But I think he's like important or something.
Okay, so I'm technically still on break, so apologies for this video being on the short side, but I felt the need to make it given everyone's favorite clanker decided to throw a pretty large stray. A lot of people subscribe to me, don't keep up with commentary drama, and to be completely honest, neither do I. But some things are so big that they inevitably catch your attention. Recently, Pondersprocket, a creator I used to be on good terms with up until a few weeks ago when all this stuff started to surface, has come under fire for a lot of bad things involving a creator called Spoctor. If you'd like some more information on that, then go watch Toastify's 2 videos on the subject, they will be linked in the description. And Just a Robot is someone who I don't think needs much of an introduction if any of you have watched my previous video on the Sanford Party. But to give you the Cliff Notes version, Jar is a disgraced commentary creator who tragically fell from whatever grace he had left around a year ago after his attempted defense and sweep of Cinny Bear 03, a literal child predator, and was justifiably mocked for the dubious nature of their relationship. And more importantly for this video, he has tried f***ing with several of my associates and close friends over the years, and this all culminated in VidCon 2023 and VidCon 2024, where he did the following things. Number 1, acted like an utter creep in the DMs of Mally Malware, making multiple inappropriate and sexually aggressive statements and refusing to take—
Is this just a fucking summary of Jar's fucking bullshit? Oh no, he does go into the Ponder video, okay.
No for an answer every time he suggested meeting up with her. Number 2, went out of his way to go looking for Mally at VidCon where he then bumped into Ponder, shaked her hand like a creep, and then walked away. Number 3, at VidCon 2024 he went out of his way to go looking
to be fair, the allegation is that he didn't just shake her hand like a creep. He like fucking like grabbed it and fucking like, hi, my name is Just a Robot or some shit. Like, that's more or less the allegation.
Ponder, and by extension our friend group, as he admits in his now deleted apology video for the Cinny Bear fiasco.
There's not one single shred of evidence that I was looking for them. Sure.
Dude, this fucking video. Oh my god. I've been sleeping so much on the Jar stuff, like in terms of like covering it on my fucking streams, but dude, I've been watching. It's just like, what do you gain by lying? You've lost everything. You've torpedoed your whole career. Like, you have nothing to gain by lying. Why are you lying?
I was keeping an eye out for Ponder. If I saw her, I was just going to say, hey, did you see Akumu's new video on you?
And we managed to catch the moment he spotted us in the middle of the convention where he locked eyes with Harley, and the moments afterwards where we all booked out of there while he was following us. While we did not record Jar himself approaching us, he's already self-reported multiple times that he did this. As much as he wants to deny it at the same time, he's not very smart. There are several first-hand accounts of this, and I also have proof he was at the convention anyway because he had told one of our mutual friends he was at the convention after—
Oh yeah, didn't I get, fuck, wait, I can't remember. Did I get the Yakuza games? I just noticed he's playing Yakuza. I did. Well, I got Yakuza 0. I got the first Yakuza, which I do want to play eventually.
Taking a selfie with Turkey Tom. This friend then sent me this picture and told me that Jar was there in the first place and that we should probably be on the lookout for him, which ended up coming in clutch.
Wait. What? Oh my god, Jar took her fucking picture with Turkey Tom, dude.
first-hand accounts of this. I also have proof he was at the convention anyway because he had told one of our mutual friends he was at the convention after taking a selfie with Turkey Tom. His friend then sent me this picture and told me that Jar was there in the first place and that we should probably be on the lookout for him, which ended up coming in clutch. Some people have asked us why we were all so afraid of an IRL confrontation with Jar, but the simple fact is that none of us want to fucking deal with him on—
Yeah, like literally, like it's like who the fuck, like I just so stupid. Like why are you running away from Jar? Why do you want to talk? Because it's fucking Jar, dude. Because it's fucking Jar. This guy's a fucking weirdo.
Our vacation, pretty much everyone in our group has had some sort of negative interaction with Jar in the past, especially Mally and Harley, given the previously mentioned messages sent towards Mally in 2023, as well as Jar's unhealthy obsession / mortal fear of Harley for some reason.
I need to make this video with my best buddy Daft to defeat the coalition of Creepshow Art, Hopeless Peaches, and Harley TBS, and then I like realize, wait a second, none of this makes sense. The timeline is all wrong. The alliances are all wrong, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, it was a dream. Apparently, the rumors state that Harley is
Oh my god, he talked to fucking Doodle Tones? What the hell is this video? What?
planning to deplatform me.
Great, now Harley is coming into this. It's going to be a hard, long uphill fight. I just finished my recording for all the
He talked to Doodle Tones about this shit.
parts I'm going to change about my video on you.
Oh, there I am again. Hi.
Many of us naturally do not want a real-life confrontation with someone as unhinged as just a robot, especially when he is literally looking for us at a public convention. And sure, Jar doesn't know what I look like, and he obviously wasn't looking for me in this group of people, but I think my frustration towards how much of an unhinged—
Hello, have you seen a black and white anime cartoon man walking around in this fucking— I can't do it just a robot accent. It's like, have you seen this cartoon man walking around this convention?
freak he was towards many of my friends is still valid. Now, most of this stuff is public information already, so why am I bringing it up? Well, because last night Jar uploaded a video about Ponder Sprocket, after previously stating he was not going to be making drama content again because he's a feckless loser who cannot resist the scent of fresh blood in the water. Do not misinterpret Jar's video on Ponder as anything other than spite. I am not on good terms with Ponder anymore. I think the stuff that came to light about her and Spoctor a few weeks ago is f***ing dreadful. But that's not why Jar's making a video, because you can clearly tell from the tone of the video that he's not taking the situation seriously at all and is constantly making spiteful remarks and jabs. He even takes another shot at the VidCon incident where he shaked Ponder's hand, and then for a brief—
It's so stupid. Dude, it's like when I saw Beckett's video on Jar, I didn't know too much about him. And I heard Beckett describe him as like, Jar is like a malicious shithead and he will hold grudges until like the literal end of time. And I'm just like, well, I don't know much about him. And yeah, this video kind of does make him look like a spurg, you know, but like, it's like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna think too much about that comment until I like see it for myself per se. Well, I mean, he did kind of show it in the video, but it's like, he only had like a couple examples. And that's enough to give the benefit of the doubt. It's like, yeah, he probably is like that. But it didn't really click in my head until much later when it's like, this guy is he's still talking about shit that happened like fucking like 5 years ago. Like, let it go. Oh my God. Holy shit, dude.
10 seconds or so decides to take a wild swing at me for some f***ing reason. I'm not going to cover the entire video because there are people far more qualified to do that, like Beckett from Cope and C, for example. For this video, I'm going to respond to what Jar said about me, my friends, and the VidCon situation, because despite it being an incredibly short set of
Dude,
jabs—
it's like, it really just goes to show, like, there is, like, fucking no standard. Anybody can be a YouTuber, but that does not mean that everybody should be a YouTuber, right? Just because you can be a YouTuber doesn't mean you should, right? I think if you want to make content, you shouldn't make it with the anticipation that you want to do it for a living. It should be like a hobby first. So, and, you know, show some fucking humility, you know, take some lessons, learn some things, learn to-dos and not to-dos, and take that into consideration. It feels like so many people just kind of bum rush. They kind of strike gold and they gamble it all away at a fucking casino. Like, it's just have some fucking like principle, have some fucking like humility. Jesus.
They're incredibly out of pocket and prove just how much he hasn't changed. Here's the clip.
Cartoonchi said he hated me because I violated the boundaries of his friends. By that he means I shook Ponder's hand. Also, by friends he means people who cover up for rapists. With friends like these, who needs enemies?
Oh my God, dude.
Am I right? Oh, you raped someone? That's—
Was he friends? Was Cartucci friends with Fagos? I mean, wait, hold on. I don't even know if Cartucci knew that.
Fine. What? You shook my hand. You violated my boundaries.
Now, if you're an expert on Jar lore, your brain is probably doing backflips, so let's digest all of that real quick. I made it public that I was in the group Jar was following at VidCon earlier this year in my Sanford Pony video, given Jar played a big part in resurrecting Ankro's career, and I thought it was worth—
Oh, dude, oh God, oh great. Oh joy, another fucking lore bomb to go through and just like fucking have like brain like split into fucking atom by atom over the fucking most retarded shit ever. God. Thank you. I know nothing about the misanthropony shit. Impossible to get really good at anything you're not passionate for, yeah, basically. Also, yo.
Mentioning given my inherent bias against him. In this video, I made it very clear that what Jar did at both VidCon 2023 and 2024 was insanely creepy and a massive violation of my friend's boundaries, and I doubt anyone would really argue otherwise. Looking around for people at a convention who do not like you or want to talk to you and then following them after they notice you is not normal behavior, especially when only a year prior you were being a fucking deviant in one of said people's DMs. Now, Jar, despite already self-reporting in a previous video, has decided to simplify what he did down to just shaking Ponder's hand to try and make what I said about him violating my friend's boundaries seem insane. He knows what he did, he knows that everyone else knows what he did, and yet he still chooses to lie. I mean, shit, he straight up fucking admits that he was following us at the end of the video when he's having his pathetic little Sephiroth moment and trying to psychoanalyze Ponder's actions.
Ponder, I know what you, Harley, and Oranges look like. And yes, I saw you hiding behind Oranges. Her and her friends screamed when they saw me, and they cornered themselves on an escalator. I could have easily caught them if I wanted to,
every step you take, every breath you make, I'll be watching you. Not creepy at all, dude.
Had no interest, so I just walked away. Trust me, if I wanted to catch you guys, I would have. But what would be the point?
And then a couple of seconds later, he's walking it back.
It's so fucking crazy. If I wanted to catch you, I would. If I wanted to cut your skin off meticulously, separate the flesh from your bones, and wear it as a skin and a coat, I would. Trust me, I would.
I can't believe anyone fell for this lie from them.
Then a couple minutes later, it's saying that the VidCon shit was a rumor started by Ponder.
And then she made up a rumor that I was stalking people at VidCon, all because I shook her hand.
What the fuck is it, Jar? I don't know where the fuck he gets this sort of confidence from, frankly. Did you think that just because Ponder's blood was in the water, you could try shit like this?
No,
yes.
yes.
The most beautiful part of this is his next point.
Cartoonchi said he hated me because I violated the boundaries of his friends. Also, by friends, he means people who cover up for rapists.
What? Jar, are you fucking relapsing? Because I don't know what drugs you're taking and I want some. This reads like he was so zoned in on making the situation about Ponder that he just forgot the other people who were in our group. Tell me, Jar, did Harley cover up for rapist? Did Mally cover up for rapist? Did Kelly cover up for rapist?
Well, I don't, yeah, again, I don't even know if Cartoonshi knew about the fucking Fago shit, because, like, like, if I recall, that was, like, kept mostly under wraps, right? Like, I don't know of many people who talked about it outside of that group chat that Chuli and fucking Ponder and Clown Teeth were in. I don't know. I don't know if they talked about it outside of that.
The Oranges cover up for rapist? Are there any other rapist cover-uppers I should know about? Now's probably a good time to mention that I was not close enough to Ponder to consider us friends. I was friends with most of the people there, and to me, she was just the girl that everyone knew. We talked a fair few times and were on friendly terms, but simply put, I did not know much about her or Spocter for that matter. A lot of my associates are in drama commentary spheres, and I am not. These are two very different worlds to me. What Ponder did was really bad. Breathtaking stance. Her previous videos defending Spocter, now that I've actually seen them via the Toastify video, are really f***ing bad. But I don't understand how it's fair to not only simplify the stuff he did at VidCon towards my friends, but to also act as if I was cognizant of information that no one fucking knew about, and information that I at the very least did not know about. Did you not grasp how crazy of a claim this is to make? Did Dreadlock write this part for you? I think if anything was going to prove to me that Jar was only making this video out of spite, then this would be it. Because for what fucking reason would you even bring me up in the first place?
God,
because I was on good terms with Ponder at the time? Why do you insist on bringing up the VidCon incident just because Ponder is now on the chopping block? Do you actually believe you can worm your way out of this and get people to believe it was—
He's just so, it's just, I don't even know. It's like, is it stupidity or is it just fucking arrogance? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, he is a fucking moron, but like, I have a feeling like maybe most of Jar's fuck ups is just like, blind arrogance. Like, he just has no fucking concept of anything outside of his ego, right? Which, I mean, to be fair, a sign of autism is egocentrism, right? But it's like, dude, like, I don't know, with everything being so obvious and so out of the closet already, it's like, why would you fucking lie? Like, you have to know that people will talk about this and show that you are fucking lying, right? Like, oh guys, we can't talk about Jar. We can't talk about Jar right now because Pottersprock is on the chopping block. As if people can't talk about two things at once, right?
just made up the whole time? Need I remind you, none of us chose to make that situation public. We all kept silent about it. And Ponder brought up the incident in her VidCon video, keeping you completely anonymous, because frankly, dealing with you and your bullshit is exhausting. It was only after the situation got leaked behind the scenes by a third party, thank you Kumo, that any of us felt it necessary to call you out. And then there's the obvious factor of everyone has moved on, Jar. Everyone except you. You keep dipping your balls into fire and trying to prove to everyone how everything you did, from Cinebear to VidCon, wasn't actually that bad, when the evidence is stacked firmly against you and when everyone has already made up their minds nearly a year ago. The only reason I'm making this video is because the jab you made against me and by extension my friends was just that laughably petty, and because if you haven't drilled it for your clearly outdated motherboard yet, you need to be told to cease this absolute nonsense. Your comments on this video and your overall attitude suggest to me that you're still spiraling. You cannot change what you have done, nor can you convince anyone that you've changed while you're still doing shit like this. Either take the hint one way and just keep making those little media reviews of yours, or take the hint the other way and bugger off. I think the principle behind
because Jar, like, here's the thing, Jar, like, did more than just, like, fucking, whatchamacallit, than just ACC drama bullshit. Like, he did media reviews that did do good views. Like, he made, like, JonTron style, like, skit fucking bullshit covering, like, movies and cartoons and bullshit. Like, he had an audience for that. Dude, just fucking do that. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Oh my god, he's like, I need to get my revenge. I need to clap back. I need to save my honor. Like, dude, just fucking move on. You lost.
You could get away with such an insane claim like this is crazy. All because Ponder is now fair game to you and because I made fun of you in a video 6 months ago? Get a fucking grip. You're like 30 years old. I get you can't hold a job because you keep making women uncomfortable in the workplace, but if you have to make that everyone else's problem by coming back to YouTube, then respectfully leave your personal grudges out of it. Your mind is like an ant in its nuance.
Oh, okay. That's it. Bruh. What? He's playing a Toastify video again. Sheet, man. Motherfucking sheet, man. Ow. Fucker. I've had a newcomer to movie YouTube, just an Android, yeah. It's like, it's literally just Jar's Sono with like a fucking like Groucho Marx mask on or some shit. Like the mustache and glasses on. It's like, I am just a human. Not to be mistaken with a disgraced commentary YouTuber, just a robot. I am not him. It's like, who is this guy? He makes good reviews on fucking SpongeBob. Or some shit. I brought the worst fucking gun for this shit. I don't even know what else is there to fucking watch. I mean, there probably is, like... I mean, there's Beckett's video on fucking, Kim Possible. Dude, I don't know if I fucking care. I never really gave, like, a massive shit about the Saberspark stuff. I mean, I know it's serious, and I know it's, like, fucked what happened to him, and, like, fuck all the people that try to smear him as a rapist. But it's like... Dude, I don't know, man. Like... I'm too busy on the Doodle Tones hate train. I'm too much on that to like give a shit at the moment. But after this mission, I'll show my edit. I'll reveal my edit. Cuz I have it uploaded to YouTube as a privated video. It's for me to like review and whatnot. And watch over. See, I was gonna edit out certain things, like, or not edit out, but I was gonna like fix and tweak a couple areas in the video. But it's like, now that I lost the fucking hard drive with my assets on it, I can't do that. So the video is just going to be what it is. He came in my ass and asked for a high five in Frenzies. Dude, it's so fucking... Did I ever say about the story of this date that I went on? Like, I think it was like 2 years ago. Like, it's like the most awkward shit ever. This guy was like mega crushing hard on me and shit. Like you could tell, I could tell he was like getting like attached, right? Just because like I was giving him attention and whatnot. We met on like a dating profile. I think it was like some furry dating shit. And like we had some similar interests, so I'm like, yeah, I'll give him a shot. You know, I'll agree to go on a date. We went to go see the fucking whatchamacallit. We went to go see fucking whatchamacallit. What is it called? The Doctor Strange Mouth of Madness or whatever the fuck it's called, or Multiverse of Madness. And it's like this fucking guy ends the date not on a hug. Not by just be like, oh, I guess I'll catch you later, and just like walked away. He shakes my hand. He shakes my hand. And he's like, pleasure, pleasure. Not, you didn't say pleasure doing business with you, but he said something like really corny. And shook my hand. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell? Like it's cringy, but it's like almost adorable too. You know? It's like so fucking weird, bro. Nah, bro, what a gentleman. Bro shook my hand. He's like thirsting mega hard after me and like didn't even go for a hug, dude. He just like motherfucker goes for a handshake. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my god. What we're doing, the main objective. The guy that played like Vine Sauce? No, that was different. That was a different thing. That was a hookup. That was a hookup. He fucking... It's like, do you want anything on the TV? As we fucking and shit? I'm like, no, I'm not picky. Fucking puts on Vinny Vine Sauce reviewing pizzas, bro. Oh my god. I almost missed the double life, but not really. It's the thrill of the double life. That's the question. Holy shit. He's a simp, but he's a simp with principles, right? He might be a simp, but he's a principled simp. Oh, come on. You can't put a fucking turret up there? Are you serious? I know you heard the rumors. Oh. See your reaction and uses intimidated to thinking if Bussy is contractually leased. Yeah, true. It's like your boy Pussy's mine. We agreed on it on a handshake. We shook on it. You promised. We shook on it. Dude, these things are so fucking tanky, bro. Holy fuck. Fuck you. New autism lock. Yeah, true. Actually, fuck this. I'm gonna be fucking here forever. Might as well just show it now. I know you heard the rumors. Videos. Life is like a video game, trying hard to be the same. Okay, here it is. Yes. Also, I want criticism. I want criticisms because nobody else is willing to give me fucking critiques. Fuck. What a good intro. So, reading that title, you're probably one of three schools of thought. Why start with this drama over the more recent? Hasn't this situation already been thoroughly exhausted? Or what the fuck is a diaper king? The surface level take of this drama is, haha, Doodletones has a... I don't know if... I feel like I should have edited like that differently, but Diaper King, isn't that weird and gross? When digging beyond, you'll find that Doodles didn't just have a Diaper King. There was way more to the story than anybody initially thought, and I think not only is it convenient to start with, given it chronologically makes sense,
Call the
but
police on
it
them, yeah.
also sheds new light on the situation for old heads to chew on. Spoiler, she's not exactly a pedophile. What she is whatever the fuck rides a fine line between that and a harmless degenerate. You'll see what I mean. Doodletones' first break into the niche limelight of commentary came in the form of Kink Shaming Isn't My Fetish, posted in June of 2016.
Dude, I love some of the edits. Some of the edits in here are so fucking funny, dude. Like they still get me sometimes. It's so stupid.
This was a call-out video on Mr. Medicare. Now, if I had to explain who Medicare is, this video would have like an extra fucking hour slapped onto it. If you don't know, June the King made a good breakdown. But in the
Diaper King is an
terms,
interesting way to
he's an
start
internet
things.
troll.
Well, because that's chronologically where it starts.
A shit stirrer. In 2016, Medicare had just started a series called Deviants, wherein he went through popular DeviantArt tags and laughed at the weird fetish art that would pop up. Was it mean? Yeah, it was mean, but it never went as far as actually harassing people in real life. At most, people's profiles would get like a few mean comments, the user would delete those comments, and everyone would like move on in a week. Somehow, this series would end up sparking a nearly year-long campaign to dox and deplatform Medicare. And ironically enough, it came from the ABDL community. In case you don't know, ABDL stands for Adult Baby Diaper Lover. What the fuck? And you know, like at some point, you have to wonder what happened to having a hobby. Like, I don't know, why can't these people ever get into like knitting or juggling? What? Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Dude, it's
Jokes
like a literal fur bag. Almost never watch context linked videos.
Aside, I don't give a... Oh, what do you mean like, Oh, no. I show the video. I show her video. I show clips of her video and stuff like that. Fuck. If people want to shit their diapers, so long as it's all above board,
good,
you know,
yeah.
consent and whatnot. Who cares? Just don't post about it publicly online if you don't want to get made fun of for it. Case in point, Doodletones' video was essentially calling out Medicare for inciting a lynch mob against DeviantArt fetishists.
I'm talking about a very special kind of inflation that's only found in the minds of degenerate motherfuckers.
Degenerate. Having lost the physical, mental, or moral...
It says, hold on, because it goes by too fast. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing like the fucking like boom, like instant edits.
Degenerate motherfuckers.
Degenerate.
It says, why the fuck is she reading out the definition of a word as if it's a noun?
Having lost the physical, mental, or moral... Already, you're showing me how much you are ready to mock people just because they love the idea of being inflated like a balloon.
39,008 results for inflation.
Actually, with the same filter on, I mean, it's
Like the fucking email guys, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
kink after all, not yours.
God.
And you going out of your way to find this, to hassle them for this stuff is...
You put on that meme, why couldn't you like girls or music or something? Wait, what? Why couldn't you like girls or music or something? That's a meme? I didn't even know that.
Almost borderline harassment, Jim.
Don't post about it publicly online if you don't want to get made fun of for it.
Jim, it's funny how you're trash-talking inflation because you're clearly
You made those edits? No, yeah, I did.
inflating your ego.
Like, these, these, I mean, they're kind of obvious. No, yeah, the fucking guy pulling out the fucking gun in his fucking, in his shit. Dude, it's so stupid. Wait, no, I paused through it. She did like a little zinger.
Don't post about it publicly online if you don't want to get made fun of for it.
Jim, it's funny how you're trash-talking inflation because you're clearly into inflating your ego.
Whoa! Zinger!
I'm sure they would enjoy the positive feedback from you.
Dude, this one is so stupid. This next edit, dude. It's so
Fuck you. You are actively telling your viewers, hey, go harass this kid who basically draws inflation because I don't like.
Dude, see, it's way better. Dude, this is way better than my shitty Creepstick Pasta video. It's way better.
Fuck you. You are actively telling your viewers, hey, go harass this kid who basically draws inflation because I don't like it. This isn't a term I throw around lightly, but you are starting a lynch mob.
I mean, yeah. I just thought, like, what could I possibly do to just cut her off as soon as she's saying, like, you're starting a lynch mob? I'm like thinking, like, what is, like, Ryan Reynolds, or not Ryan Reynolds, fucking whatever the fuck his name is. This is fucking AI burping. Stupid. This video fucking sucks in a variety of ways.
Oh,
but
God,
one
dude,
interesting thing to
so
note
stupid.
is this comment about what Doodles thinks about fetishes.
What is my sexuality? I consider myself to be asexual, as sex, I guess you could say, kind of disgusts me to a certain extent, or rather the idea of having it turns me away. However, fetishes are things that infinitely fascinate me, as I find it to be interesting to see where the weird of the world begins and how far it goes.
Asexual, because the idea of sex turns me away. Huh. Well, this is going to be a very, interesting statement to contend with in the coming moments, particularly within Medicare's response, wherein he finds something, you know, kind of funny.
What other reasons would Doodle Tones have had to make a commentary on my video? I mean, they seemed a little bit upset. They needed to call me out. It's something that's gone on far too long. It's a lynch mob. What could possibly... Oh, wait. Regarding the sudden censors. From Doodle Tones. So I'm moving accounts. Why? Because my grandmother thinks I have a mental illness and doesn't realize some of the stuff I post online. Maybe for fun. What could possibly have made your grandmother think you have a mental illness? Oh, maybe it's... Is it that? ABDL? Adult Baby Diaper Lover Role-Playing Group? Doodle Tones, or should I call you by your proper name? Doodle Diaper.
Wait, I need to read this out. Fuck. So this was like a post on her alt account. And she made this at the time of Medicare pointing out that previous post.
Playing group?
Like, this was literally like on the day of her creating her alt. It's like, 1 minute read. Thanks to my brother, I now have to hide my art here. See, my brother told my grandma that I have a DeviantArt, so she found it, and well, she had a panic attack of all the fetish things. She thought I had a mental illness because of it, so I'll be posting my art on here. Like
Doodle Tones, or
this will be important. This will be important.
should I call you by your proper name? Doodle Diapers.
I would add some icons of people talking on screen, maybe with names. Well, the thing is with my video, it's not for like, it's not necessarily for normies. It's for people that already know who Doodle Tones is, but doesn't know like the drama, right? Like, so if you know who Doodle Tones is, you probably know who Medicare is, right? So it's like, it's not like not the babushka.
Doodle Diapers, do you get off on shitting yourself?
So, grandma found the poop sock, and now I'm outed as a sexual degenerate to my closest friends and family. A Shakespearean tragedy as old as time. The rest of Medicare's video goes into mocking the SEC Defense Squadron that was deployed to protect Susie. You could say they stacked a wall of Pampers to absorb the impact, but I digress. To her credit, she wasn't responsible for the false flagging and doxing campaign. She never really had the sway to get away with something like that at the time. This drama springboarded into that when Medicare inevitably made an episode on ABDL wherein Toddler Girl weaponized her massive following into doing that.
And you know what else is massive?
That's generally where most people's knowledge on the Doodles diaper dilemma stops, and while this one was a... Hold on, it'll show up. Oh, I can't even fucking... Oh, this? Yeah, it's like this. Why can't you like music or something? Fuck! Wait, what? Did it fucking exit out the fucking video? Shit, hold on. Fuck, I fucked it up. Why isn't it loading? Is my shit lagging? It's not loading. Why the fuck is it not loading? Can I go to history? Yeah, there we go. And you know what else is massive? That's generally where most people's knowledge on the Doodle's diaper dilemma. Oh my god, it's sped up too. Why? Damn, I'm sabotaging the stream. If you make videos only for people in the niche, it'll be hard to grow. Yeah, no, I know. I'm literally just doing this because I hate Doodle Tones. Because I'm literally just doing this because I hate her. And I want it so, like, when people search up her name, I want my fucking video to show up. Emma stops, and while it does take a bit for things to become interesting, in November of 2018, she made a response video to some DeviantArt post shitting on her. A video, I think, reveals a lot about her character in hindsight. At first, I was just going to give a TLDR of the points brought up, but I want you to hear how she explains this at the time, knowing that she's fucking lying. Also, I want an excuse to ape her bet.
Doodle denies having a diaper fetish, even though the evidence is written in stone. Ahem ahem Mr. Meadow Coors Hug Box Chronicles Episode 7.
Alright, so let's go back down this alleyway.
I don't know why she ever did this. She just like a literal shitter. Like, fucking nobody on DeviantArt calls her out. She's like, I need to make a response video to this. Like, dude, what? Why?
As much as I don't want to have a fetish in the way that Jim was accusing me, he'd have to prove that I am sexually aroused at the idea of wearing diapers, which he can't.
He can. He just didn't. Bringing up the detail of you being in an ABDL group was enough to mock you for it, and that's just what he did. If Jim wanted to prove that you had a diaper fetish, all he would have to do is go to your gallery and scroll all the way down to this shit that I can't show without the video getting goat seed wide open for the automod to slam its cock into. Believe me, trust me, it's a bunch of diaper fetishy bullshit. Yeah, self-sabotage.
And
she would even later go on to admit that it is diaper fetishy bullshit.
Kill me.
There are also other things in there too.
But that's a different plate of cookies for a different glass of milk.
He did provide evidence that I was in an ABDL roleplay group, but that on its own doesn't prove that I was active in it, much less am turned on to the idea. Oh, but if you're in the group, then you must like it enough to get off.
It's like, don't you just love the way her voice modulator serenades her ears?
To it, I hear the peanut gallery saying, to that I say, no, not inherently. Especially when even in the video I explain that fetishism fascinates me infinitely.
It's interesting. Oh, it's just interesting. Haha, it's so funny, guys. Anybody ever heard of the cautionary tale of Yoshi eggs? Yoshi eggs is in reference to a 4chan guy who made a thread about wanting to see more images of Yoshi shitting out eggs because he thinks it's funny. Fascinating, if you will. Oh, wow. The shitty diapers are fascinating, eh, Doodle? Apparently, it was too fascinating because she would get kicked out of role-playing groups. Okay, so let me read this because, like, this is more for people who, like, want to pause and read it. But she says, looks like I'm leaving the RPing community again. You suck at RPing, seriously. You implemented diapers and transgenders in every story. I'm done with you. You're too single-minded and I never want to RP with you again. We're incest. And this is like a huge like fucking bullshit, but it's like it's essentially this paragraph is her complaining about. Well, I can just read the highlighted one. Turn to girl RP group marked mine as spam. This isn't the first time he denied either me posting something to the group or commenting on the main profile. Apparently, the owner of Strange Fascinations is also the owner of Turn Into a Girl. He, who apparently, I guess, just hates my guts because he marked my comment as spam, blocked all contact with me, which kicked me out of the Turn of the Girl group. Now I can't even watch the fucking groups that I loved. Dude, she was like so fucking annoying to these people constantly with the diaper shit. It just she got kicked out of groups because of this. And she has the gall to deny the fetish. She has the gall to deny the diaper fetish. Like, it's so stupid, dude. Constantly trying to get them to engage in her diaper fetish. I shit you not. She would like spring this onto people. Dude, I love this part too. I love this fucking part, dude. Get them to engage in her diaper fetish. I shit you not. She would like spring this onto people. I understand it's random chance, but I'm not really a fan of diapers or WG. I don't know what that means. Feel free to up the other punishments to compensate. Dude. Without any warning, even when they told her not. I'm so sorry. A diaper appears around your feminine waist. Dude, like I said, I would have preferred a worse punishment than that, but oh well. Dude, but this is shit like this that got her kicked out of these fucking groups. It's shit like that. And but she's doing this when she's 18 years old, by the way, just to be clear. I was on Epstein on it because I find it fascinating. I wanted to see what was going on. Yeah.
to do it. It's diabolical.
Dude, I love this edit. Dude, I love this edit so much.
Putting this onto people without any warning, even when they told her not to do it. It's diabolical.
I have to break your neck. It's just the way it is.
I'm in a Mega Man fan group, despite the fact that I've gone on record saying that I've barely played a single game. I just like the art and think the community is interesting. Point is, you can join a group without being active in it, so this evidence written in stone that Medicare plastered in his video is fairly flimsy at best, to be honest, and it doesn't prove that I have a diaper fetish. Now, other people brought to the table extra evidence to give an argument, and while I know the truth and that I don't, other people seem to think otherwise, and I do understand that there's now an argument to be had.
It's just, I'll go into it, but dude, it's just so fucking like people brought extra. I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm just gonna repeat it.
So I don't vehemently argue with it nearly as much as I used to, you know.
What the fuck? I mean, I know what she's referring to, but like, what a fucking ominous statement. Other people brought extra evidence. I do now understand there is an argument to be had. Like, if you were a Doodle Tones fan at this point in time, hearing this statement, how do you not, like, get confused? Like, dumbass, did you not just argue that this shit wasn't a fetish? What do you mean people brought extra evidence and that you see the point? What the fuck does that mean?
Let people believe what they want to believe at this point. Regardless, you need to get your head out of 2016 and join us in the present day.
Oh, okay. Just, you know, let people believe what they want to believe. Lol. Okay, sure. Doodle Tones also made another video a year later, basically reiterating the same thing she said in her video, except in response to a Twitter thread. It's pretty worthless. I tried to get through that fucking video, dude. It's just like, it's just the same shit. It's the same fucking dumb shit. It is so worthless. However, one name does get mentioned in her last video that I feel is due some flowers. Dylan Thomas. Dude, okay, so the funny part about this edit is that I was editing this video. I had already written the script and I already read out the lines. And so in the middle of me editing this, I was like looking up like, okay, I need an asset that shows Dylan Thomas's channel. So I type it up and I see this fucking video show up. Hold on. Please don't be a freak. Please don't be a freak. Please don't. Like that was supposed to be a joke. That was supposed to be a joke. It's like, please don't be a freak. But then this fucking video shows Thomas. Up, dude. Please don't be a freak. Please don't be a freak. Please don't. The degeneration of Dylan Thomas, uploaded 3 years ago.
There's drama,
and I decided to do like a little bit, like it just be like reacting to the video, like at least like the brief parts.
At one point, Dylan was friends with Doodle Tones.
Uh-oh.
Jesse Pajamas was a friend of Dylan's that...
Look at this Five Nights at Freddy's ass fucking back.
So you're probably wondering what's the issue. Jesse has been accused of pedophilic activity.
Okay, well that's fucking great.
The problem is Dylan's coverage of it. But the most damning thing Dylan did in this video is he admitted that he knew that Jesse was a creep.
Okay, fuck you.
I don't know. And it's like the same fucking, it's the same drama repeated all over again. It's like a guy, someone in the art CC or SCC knows someone's a creep and does nothing about it up until that person spurns them. And then they talk about it. Like that situation has repeated itself over and over and over and over and over again in this fucking community. I don't know how the fuck it keeps happening.
Possibly for years.
Fuck you. God, these people suck. Everyone sucks in this community.
Dylan was like a Doodle Tones cartographer.
No,
this guy went above and beyond, archiving everything this bitch did on DA. So I did 2 streams going over this doc, a doc that he essentially had been working on since 2018. It's long as fuck, but if you want to know the specifics, I'll link the VOD. I can't actually link the doc because of the content within it. It's TOS and whatnot. I'm not going to say TOS as in it technically contains lolly/Shota. I avoided showing in stream. We go in depth about it, but essentially everything about her saying that it's not a kink is a fucking lie, right? She is also... Dude, I love this next edit. This next edit. Transformation. Okay, well, whatever. Transgender. Well, at least Chud Logic can't judge. Let me read it out first. It says, streamer helps his audience be more open and proud of who they are by sharing what he goons to.
Hardcore, bukkake, cream pie, blacked, piss orgy.
Age regression.
Oh, no.
Now, people have a lot of opinions about whether or not it's pedophilic for someone to age regress as a kink. I suppose it, you know, honestly, it really depends on how much someone's age regressing. Like, are they 40 and regressing to a 20-year-old? In the grand scheme of it all, it's morally up in the air, case-by-case basis. Why is he getting into this? Because it's my fucking video, bitch. That being said, Doodle Tones, for some fucking reason decided to have an extensive public age regression diaper ERP wherein she roleplayed as a fucking 8-year-old getting molested. Genuinely, this shit is not worth reading. It's actually fucking vile. And in case you have doubts, virtually everyone who reads this thread came out of it with the knowledge that God is dead. Even Doodletones' own friends couldn't sweep for this. Do note, though, that the character descriptor is that she can't be any physically older than 8. This will be important for later. She lies so much. She lies so fucking much. Susie's excuse was to blame the RP entirely on the Kirby guy she's talking to, despite the RP's not—
says, why the fuck did she draw out the pedo RP for the thumbnail? What the actual fuck is wrong with this bitch?
only being designed to be fetishistic, but that she always left the door open to be more explicit, and even admits this in her video addressing this, among other things. More on that later.
Oh, like
Trust
Lily
me, this
Orchard?
video—
Probably Lily Orchard, because she's like literally like a child rapist. An incestuous child rapist? Like, yeah, probably Lily Orchard.
Sucks. Moving along. Around 2019, Doodle would see a boost in viewership due to her networking among the ACC, or art commentary community. AKA, she was inserting herself into a lot of dramas at the time, not as a commenter, but as a collaborator. She acted as a henchman for larger ACC creators such as Ponder Sprocket, Nezzy Monster, He and Mitsuru, and Hopeless Peaches. What the fuck? Hopeless Peaches. Huh, must be a bad omen. She was willing to throw herself onto any sword that dare point at her friends in the CC. Sometimes, even, maybe, perhaps, dabbled in a bit of opping, as we will soon see. I want to say between 2019 and 2024 is where we really see the—
Dude, I love that. The edit is so smooth, God. It's so simple, but so smooth.
As we will see.
And I think it really goes to show, like, how far I've come, dude. Like, it's just, like—
I want to say between 2019 and 2024.
So fucking simple. Yet so good.
Or is where we really see the gears on the total Doodle death machine start to turn. This is because of the sheer clusterfuck of drama that happened, wherein chronology starts to be more of a suggestion. So we're going to drive along this timeline, and I want you to ignore the flipped cars, smashed windows, and gang wars that are going on around this time. Later, we're basically going to jump everywhere in between the years of 2019 and 2024. So let's just get on to when Doodles was forced to addressing this roleplay. As referenced earlier,
He's the next
Doodletones'
for
own
real,
friends
for
couldn't ignore this when brought to their attention. Madlibs was one of these people. So at Discord, all these commentary people used to be in was getting ready to get leaked around the start of 2023. As a means of getting ahead of the shitstorm, Madlibs decides to dump everything that she knew what happened to the server, apologize in advance for not knowing anything about it, and essentially take her leave. Whoa, that's a little extreme for having a silly little Discord get leaked, I hear you saying.
Dude, in this next edit, listen, okay, I understand. It's like, oh, he's going back to his ways. He's doing the creepypasta shit, but listen, it's funny though, okay?
The most merciful thing in the world is the inability of the human mind to correlate all of its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far.
So the context behind that is that one of the main images that was spammed in the FCK was of Sandy Cheeks swallowing the entirety of Bikini Bottom with her cock. So that is what I am referring to.
One of these people to get tossed was Doodletones. Madlibs had called out this diaper ERP, causing Susie to have a tantrum. A tism storm, if you will.
The tism report is
back,
the
Sandy,
folks.
the Sandy
in the form
voodoo,
of addressing that roleplay one last time. She says one last time, but nobody caught the first time that she addressed that roleplay because it was basically tucked at the ass end of a 3-hour-long soapbox of every single failed creative project Doodletones has ever created. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Anyways, in this video,
I did watch it. I did watch most of the video, not all of it, obviously, because literally it's just fucking filler.
Tries to reassert that it was diaper shit from a long time ago and that nobody should care about it.
Specifically mentioning that I called it diaper shit from 2014. But it's also holding me to a particularly pedantic complaint about something that's still true.
But it wasn't diaper shit, as you have already seen. It involved an 8-year-old. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. What was that, Doodle?
But specifically brings up a particular RP that I did when I roleplayed as a childlike character in 2015.
Oh, it was childlike. How can it be childlike if it can't be any older than 8, Susie? It's just like inherently trying to. Dude, people can read the fucking words that are on the screen. She did this during the fucking She did this during the Cloak and Dagger stuff. She's like, dude, we can read the words on the screen. We can see you being like a fucking liar. Like, are you serious? And get this, you will fucking love the literal next line she says after this.
But I still did diaper-related fetishy shit in 2014 that people have taken issue with, so...
So, like, remember when she denied it being a fetish? Dude, it, like, rolls off the tongue. It's too easy. How does your fucking head not explode from the cognitive dissonance? She denied this shit for years. And now, since people discovered the worst part of the lie, I was gonna do, like my little fucking head animating there, but, like, I just wanted to get done with the edit. And thank fucking God that I did, because like I lost a fucking thumb drive with all the assets. She casually admits she's into diapers as if this was always the case.
The purpose of this video is to compile the history...
I can still edit in the fucking head moving around and shit, but it's just like... I got so fucking lucky.
...of my involvement with weird fetishy stuff, specifically talk and address the role plays that I did back then, explain how I got there and why, probably once again condemn younger me for getting involved in an environment that could have put me in danger, and put that shit out there for the upteenth billionth time, because addressing this shit genuinely never ends, and no one ever hears me address it. And I have addressed all of this shit in the past.
She did it.
Too many times to count, frankly.
Yeah, this video didn't address shit. Real quick, I want to point out something in that video that's kind of amusing. The TLDR is that she hand waves everything, finally recognizes all the ERP bullshit, writes it off as stress-induced, no elaboration. Oh yeah, and she also lies about her grandma for some reason. She says that her grandma became worried when she found the DeviantArt because of the Depresso vent art that she drew.
With this in mind, during 2015, my grandmother started picking up using a computer and wound up learning about how to specifically browse DeviantArt, and was told the name of mine and my little brother's accounts. And as you can probably guess by now, when she found my account, there was a lot of concerning red flags due to the stress levels I was having at the time, and from specifically my vent art from 2013, 2014, and even some in 2015, caused my grandmother to worry about me maybe having some sort of mental disorder.
When even in Medicare's video from way back in 2016, we can see that this is, like, not true. I don't even know why. Like, if it's not clear, like she says, so if you want a link to the account of which I'll be posting more stuff on, note me, because I don't want her finding that account. Like, she's talking about the fetish content. Like, in this was in Medicare's video, and then there was also this alt post on her fucking other account that wasn't shown in the Medicare video, but it's her literally saying, like, you know, from way back in 2016, we can see that this is, like, not true. I don't even know why you would brazenly lie about this when the truth is so I have no idea. Readily available. I have no idea. Force of habit, maybe. So with that being said, do you honestly fucking think she has genuinely compiled the history of her engagement with fetishes and gave an appropriate reason as to why she did not? She actually did not. She did not do that. I'd argue this time it's even more egregious of a lie, and it kind of makes me fucking mad if I'm being honest. Most of this video is basically Doodle jerking herself off as this struggling, self-righteous, ardent fetish defender, and that she accidentally found herself accessing fetish websites, ASMR, DA groups, RPs, all that shit, right? Keep note, like, she didn't accidentally do it. She, like, sought out this content, right? She might have stumbled on the concept of these fetishes, but she, after that point, she went out of her way to, like, pursue this fucking shit. So it's like you didn't accidentally stumble into the fetish. You actively sought it out and engaged with it past the point of it appearing in your fucking, like, purview. Like, that all of this shit was prior to 2015. Doodle Tones was born in January of 1997, meaning she turned 18 in 2015. Doodles apparently got groomed into the diaper shit at 17 years old. Now, to be clear, she had sexual convos with a 28-year-old at the time and seemingly was in this weird pseudo-pedo age regression fucking polycule whatever thing. Sounds pretty fucked, right? And, you know, I'd agree. And it sucks that
I love that in the bottom fucking corner. Childhood horse accident.
that it happened. I mean, imagine that, getting groomed into a diaper king. I think I'd fucking kill myself. See, the problem is that me and the boys took a look at this timeline here, and see, not only was she already thoroughly engaged with the diaper fetish prior to being 17, shocking stuff, but she had already made a post on DeviantArt answering this exact question. What got you into diapers? And this was before.
Dude, and it's like the fact that you could dig up old Skype logs in 2020, I think she made her video in early 2024. Yes, she made her video early 2024. The fact that you could dig up old ass fucking Skype logs to show some random fucking guy having a sexual conversation, or not even a sexual conversation, mentioning like a butt plug when you were 17 years old, like, and not see these posts of you like admitting that you were thoroughly into the fucking fetish prior to even meeting this guy. Like,
or she ever had any contact with this apparent groomer.
So stupid.
Did I ever ask you about how you got interested in diapers before? Doodletones respond.
Like, all of this is in Dylan Thomas's doc on Doodletones. Like, she knows this information is out there and just like lies. Anyways.
Don't think so, but to be honest, I don't really remember how exactly. I think this was when I was on warpmymind.com looking for hypnosis files to help me be more feminine and saw diaper files. From there, I remember reading about ABDLs and what they were. But wait, you said that she met her groomer when she was 17. Wasn't she 17 in 2014?
Dude, this fucking, like, finding this information out, I'm like, oh wait, what?
By Doodles' own account, she met them in November of 2014.
We met November 22nd, 2014.
Yeah, 2 months from turning 18.
It's like, she's like, well, I was technically 17, so this guy obviously groomed me. It's like, that did not happen.
The post I just read was from September. Now, grooming is a finicky word because most people assume only children can get groomed when this is not true. Even sexually speaking, adults can get groomed.
I will defend
Matter of
this
fact,
too.
it happens all the time. People get coaxed into sexual situations they wouldn't have been in otherwise had it not have been for some rhetorical tricks, if you will. Obviously, kids getting groomed is worse because generally, children don't possess the intellectual capabilities or life experience to avoid bad situations and make informed decisions for themselves. All of this to say is that she made...
Like, I probably should have clarified too a little bit. Like, I think it's shitty when a guy pushes my boundaries, right? I think it's shitty when he does that. And it's technically grooming, right? He's technically trying to like whittle down my boundaries to get some sort of sexual gain out of me. Like, that's grooming. That's what he's doing. But I, as an adult, can defend myself reasonably from those advancements because I know what he's doing. I know what's going on. I'm aware. I'm conscious of what's happening. I'm an adult. I have my mental faculties. I have the intelligence of an adult. I can reasonably defend myself from that. Children can't. So it's significantly worse when children get groomed. I should have made it clear in that way, where it's shitty when it happens to adults. It's especially fucking abhorrent when it happens to children because they can't defend themselves. They have actually been groomed, but it was not into the diaper or age regression fetish as she would have you believe is the case. Matter of fact, Doodle, where exactly did you meet this person?
We then got onto the topic of diapers, as that was the circle that we met each other in.
Ah, I see. So she met the person who groomed her into the diaper age regression fetish in a diaper fetish group because it was a shared interest between them both. And this was just casually mentioned and not elaborated on further. She also quickly mentions an OC she created that was in response to her being groomed by this person. Put air quotes.
Would you like to know that I made an OC based on our interactions? I have a little bunny girl myself that some people took issue with in 2018 because of the questionable themes.
Questionable
and that was literally how I was groomed to envision myself.
This moment, I think, perfectly captures the level of deceptions of Doodletone. Also, just, dude, fucking DMs, bro.
Like, she says that she was groomed into creating this character. Ah, well, I had this idea where I become my OC.
And she's like leaking it, and this Alex person says, Q, thought you'd like her. I thought you were groomed into it. So you actually created this character of your own volition at 18 years old. So we can RP it. Like, no, I turn her into a T, so I'll become one. What? I'm going to turn her like you did not get groomed into creating this character. You are the one. You're going out of your way to create this character for this person. You did not get groomed into this. Dumbass. Like, you are the one who's initiating this. You are the one who's initiating steps. You did not get, like, there might be secret fucking screenshots of him, like, whittling down her fucking boundaries and her being, like, reasonably, taken advantage of. But that is just not ever shown in any of the fucking DMs. That is not shown anywhere. Like, I can say with utmost confidence, you did not get groomed. You did not get groomed here. Not at all. Fuck off. This moment, I think, perfectly captures the level of deception. Stupid. I should have put more emphasis in that on the script, but dude, like, if you actually read it, it's like, bro, you did not get fucking groomed into making this character. Fuck off. Tones. She has created this character that had apparently, as she put it, sparked some controversy due to problematic themes. She says she only did this because she got groomed into it, shows a screenshot, then runs along with the rest of the video. Just within that small time frame, she has been deceptive at multiple points. This is Mika. Mika is a 6-year-old. She has the brain of an 18-year-old, has both a humiliation fetish, a piss kink, as well as having a habit of getting distracted by boobs and penises because she is bisexual. Did I mention that this character was created explicitly for fetish RPs? Also, if Akumu ever watches this video, like when it officially comes out, I just want him to know that's how you censor things. If it wasn't obvious. Moving on from that, if we read the caption Doodle wrote for the screenshot of this conversation, this was in February, meaning she created this character when she was 18 years old. Now, I don't think a 28-year-old adult should be talking about their... I gotta mix up. He's 26. Sexcapades with a 17-year-old. Don't get me wrong. But come the fuck on. I thought he was 28 because Doodle Tones had said, like, something along the lines in that video where it's like, oh, he is my age as of now. In those DMs, right? So I thought, like, oh, because Doodle Tones is 28. I got that confused. Fine. This is just a blatant, unabashed manipulation tactic. But she says specifically in her video where it's like, oh, he's a year younger than I am right now. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, whatever. Like, to use this situation of all things as some sort of get out of jail free card, please don't ask me about my diaper roleplay, is bullshit. And just to be clear, Susie honestly didn't need to be held accountable for this. I think it's gross and concerning that the RP involves nasty shit with kids, but it's a far cry from being a child predator. I mean, I wouldn't be friends with her. I still think she shouldn't be in communities that have children in them, but it's to be on the safe side, not because I think she'll prey on them. This easily could have just been yeah, I did nasty shit like that in my teens. I didn't think it was a big deal. Now I see it's gross to sexualize children and I don't want to do that anymore. End of story. Or it would have been pretty funny to see her actually defend it. There's that angle too, I guess. But to lie about it, that's the part that bothers me. Because then I have to ask, well, Susie, what else are you hiding? And then I'm going to do like a fucking... And then I'm going to do like an epic fucking cool thing. I was thinking like maybe I could do like some like Hotline Miami sort of like, not to be, again, I'm trying to avoid the Mama Max imitations, but I think it stylistically would be cool to do like a Hotline Miami level intro style thing. But like now I'm kind of like reconsidering it because I did tweak my script a little bit. Because I kind of mixed two dramas, not mixed, but like I put these two dramas side by side, and I think that would just like really, really fucking confuse people. So I'm going to separate them into their own distinguished segments. So I need to think of a different theme. Hotline Miami invading the diaper compound, yeah, invading fucking Pampers, the Pampers HQ. But yeah, that's what I got so far, and I think it's kind of good, at least for what my standards are. Or at least what people should expect from my fucking bullshit. I want to see what Ace is doing.
Where they're calling them a groomer.
Oh my God, he's watching Cloak and Dagger.
That's a bit of an odd. Like, I don't really think any of them really mentioned rape. I mean, I know like.
Dude, my favorite topic. I'm ending stream. I want to watch Ace's stream. Bye. So far, so good. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's not as fucking doo-doo feces as the intro. Dude, I just like that's gonna hang over my head forever. That's gonna hang over my head forever. Okay, bye.